close this shit.
We're all like,
I don't hear me. Should I hear me?
Oh, sorry. Flip that switch on there.
Just flip the switch, guys.
There it is.
Look who.
All right, we're rolling.
Tell me when.
When?
And welcome to Punch Drunk Sports, where winners win, guys. We have a packed studio with new friends, everybody. New friends. Tebow is not feeling well. That could be a lot of things. That could be multiple reasons he's not here. We don't know.
Get well, Tebow.
Get well, Tebow. R.I.P. Tebow. R.I.P. guys. We have a moment where everyone's going to talk about their favorite Tebow memory. So sitting in for Tebow is our good friend, David Deery, everybody. David Deery.
Where's the cameras?
They're all over the place. There are multiple cameras everywhere. This is the 137 camera studio. Also, Johnny, you know who he is.
Up in the lights.
And joining us, he is out here from New York. He's about to open his new studio, the SDR Show. He's the guy who's helped created Gas Digital. Our good friend, Ralph Sutton, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Ralph, we're going to do this dance again. It's thanks for coming on.
No worries.
You were just telling us your story of dating incredibly hot porn stars.
Yeah, but it didn't go anywhere, so it doesn't really matter.
But
Was that the only time? Was that the only
No,
time?
I mean, I already got shit. I did his other show yesterday, and I got shit for talking about girls too much.
No, people liked you.
I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
it went really. Usually if we do a podcast that's not a lot of conspiracy, we get pounded on. But the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
So we appreciate you having you on. But
You will not have that problem on this podcast, by the way. They would love to hear about some lovely ladies.
oh yeah, especially
show.
this creep as he creeps
As he jerks off under the table.
Yeah, we're all over here like, yeah, tell us about the porn stars. Did you date some porn stars? Which ones? Which ones?
Hear about them.
Which ones?
The lovely ladies. You're the guy who goes to Thailand.
I'm not that into Asians.
But let me ask you, I have a lot of friends who are adult film stars. You know, I used to do the Naughty Show back in the day, and
He's a creep. Yeah.
and I love them. They're wonderful people. I've had friends
He's a
who
member
dated
of
a couple.
over 7 or 8 webcam sites, so he knows.
Yeah.
Sam knows.
I am part of one, but I won't tell you which one it is. But my point is this: could you date a porn star?
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
A girl who does hardcore porn?
No problem with it.
It's like, hey, I'm a fucking wrestling 8 black dicks. I'll see you in a few.
I don't know why it doesn't bother me, not even the slightest. I don't know why. It just doesn't.
Who would it bother you? What's the big deal?
I mean, I got 6 inches of pure fire.
Yeah.
That just comes to
wait,
fucking
That's the
shot.
herpes.
hold on.
The fire is the herpes.
Sam, if she's dating any of us, she's not looking. It's not for the dick. You know what I mean? It's for something else. It's for something else.
What?
You got to offer
The
her like a
cuddling?
good time, like fun
Reading books to her.
conversation.
Coloring books.
And it's true, is that, by the way, that's a line that I've said to many a girl in my life. Like,
Yeah.
if it doesn't go so great, like we don't fool around or whatever the first or second date, I will text the girl a few weeks later and said, have you gone on enough bad dates yet to realize that you want to see me again?
Exactly.
And it works so often.
That's a
Exactly.
great line.
It works a
You're
lot.
a killer. You're a killer with the ladies,
Yeah,
dude.
I try. I don't have a lot to work with other than my brain, so that's what I work with.
Can
Porn
we,
stars like good conversation as well. You know what I mean? They're not gonna.
Well,
I mean,
it's like
maybe some of them. Not
I've
all of them.
always gotten along with them. Like the Naughty Show was in my opinion, I'm gonna get pounded on this, but it was so underrated. Like it should have been so much bigger. It was just wrong time.
You were probably a little too ahead of the curve. That's what I think it was. Because it's a show that I think now would
I don't even know if now it's just like this whole like PC culture.
We're 180 on that on SDR. You know?
You guys have. You know what you guys have done? You've created your own pirate ship, and that's what I had a great conversation I talked about before. But Mike Catherwood's a good friend of mine, and we were talking about comedy and why certain people can say stuff and certain people can't. And he goes, well, Adam Carolla can say whatever he wants because he's created his own pirate ship.
Right.
And that's what you guys have done over there.
Yeah, I mean, every show says every word every day.
Yeah.
Every no word that exists right now.
It's like you're the boss. What are they gonna? Let me complain to the manager. You're like, I am the manager.
There's
bitch.
a funny tweet. I don't know. Do you pull up? I don't even know if it's still there.
Well, that's what this creeper's for.
Louis J. Gomez had pinned it for a while to his Twitter page because we got an email of hatred about Lewis to fire Lewis from Gas Digital,
Right.
not knowing he was the owner. So the email went to me and him.
Right.
You know? No, that's not. I don't know if that's it. No, but that's funny.
hilarious.
It may be. He may have let it go. It used to be pinned to the top. I think it's gone now.
My favorite of him is the guy who, I guess, Creek in the Cave is getting terrorized.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And one guy who's leading it was going to come on and then decide not to show up and told Lewis to fuck off because he's going to jazz festival.
Yeah.
I already hate jazz. I hate it. Like I like.
Well,
the
don't look
art.
at me. I love jazz. Don't.
Well, you're an asshole too. Then you know. I just like white jazz people drive me nuts because it's like that itself isn't bad, but what they usually entail and their vibe and everything
Right.
is usually just hypocritical fucking bullshit.
No, I get that. I'd hate to be labeled as a white jazz guy.
Any
That's not
white
me.
man scatting should be shot
Oh
on
yeah,
sight.
no. Any white people? No. I'm just a guy who appreciates jazz, like black jazz. Like I don't, and I would never go out in public and be like, I'm a jazz guy. Like, don't
By the
call
way,
me
a
a jazz
great
But
guy.
this
T-shirt
is
for you
also the
guys.
guy that at one point said one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
Could not be the dumbest thing. No way. You've
He
heard so much
said
dumb
that
shit.
rock and roll isn't good.
Isn't good?
because black people don't know about it, and only
Wait a
if it was
second. I
good.
never fucking said that.
That's
What the
exactly
fuck are
what
you
you
talking
said.
about? Black people invented rock and roll. Are you
No,
fucking
you go
serious?
music like AC/DC and all that isn't good because the black community doesn't
You're
know
thinking
about
of
it.
someone completely fucking different.
No,
Fuck you,
David.
dude.
Oh my god, I can't
Dude,
believe you're
what are you
doing that.
talking about?
You completely
Bad brains. That's all I can say. Bad
No.
brains. Fuck you. I don't know what
He
you're I never
completely
said that.
He completely. Anyways,
You're-
moving right along.
Dude, I'll fight you right here, dude. Fuck you, dude. Mick Rad. Look up
It's
Mick
just one of
Rad.
the many retarded things that David
Wait,
said
you're-
that,
what
that
the
shocks me.
Oh, you're a fucking animal. You know what Sam said? He said gay people don't deserve to vote. That's
I
what
heard
he
that.
said.
I heard that.
That's what he said,
He said-
dude. So fuck you. I'll put you on blast. Said gay people do not deserve to vote because they take dicks in the ass and they can't think straight. That's what he said.
Hey, Ralph, tell us about what you're in town for.
I'm here to try and get gay people the right to vote.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you on that. Let's petition.
We're opening up Gas Digital West, so that's what I'm here for. Actually, right after this, I'm going. It's, I think, 10 minutes from here, but I don't fucking know.
Fuck no.
I
Oh,
hate
a block
LA.
away? A block away?
And the shows that we're announcing here are Dee Snider's coming on board, Dice Clay's coming on board, and we're opening up the studio. Lisa Ann will be there sometimes, and Michael Bisping's going to be there today as well. So-
Rad.
Oh, it's great.
That's awesome.
Bisping's great. That's a great lineup. Dice we talked about yesterday. Lisa Ann is a powerhouse.
She's amazing because she's one of less than a handful of porn stars that have figured out a way to transition out and become viable outside of
Right.
porn.
Right.
They all think they're going to be the next Jenna Jameson or to somehow have a career afterwards, but it's a select few that actually have the intelligence and the ability to go out of porn and be something else.
What do you think that ability is, by the way? Not
You
to
know,
sidetrack.
I think part of it is
What does it take?
not taking yourself too seriously and realizing the absurdity of porn, but also still being honoring what made you who you are, which a lot of them will come in owning it. A lot of them will come in and say, "I
Right.
don't want to talk about
Right,
my
right, right,
porn."
right,
I'm like,
right.
"Well, that's why people know you."
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So she's very open about that, but also she's great conversationalist. She understands radio. She has Sirius XM. She got very involved in the fantasy sports world, and she's just one of the few that figured it out. I don't know what it is or why. It's
So
weird.
you got to be. So a lot of people, a lot of porn stars might be like, "I'm better than that." You know, I'm an actress, and I'm just doing that till they discover
Right.
my real talent. And
which
it's
is
like,
so rare,
Yeah.
you know, and not that it's impossible,
Right,
but it's
right.
rare.
I mean, women are crazy as it is, and men are crazy too. But women are crazy, and especially porn stars. There's this weird thing where, like, when they decide to get out of porn, they just want it rubbed, just fucking washed away from human memory, right? And like, I remember one time. The Naughty Show had blown up because Belladonna did it, and that
Right.
was a big moment in that show. She came on, she deep-throated dildo, and then she was pole dancing. I'm like, this is the greatest moment of my comedy career right here, right?
I missed all the fun.
But at one point, she stopped, and somebody gave me her number, and I just go, hey, man, we're doing some shows I'd love to do. She goes, why are you calling me? I go,
So ridiculous.
well, because she's like, I don't do that anymore. I'm now going by my real name, and I just don't want to be associated with any of that. So I think you're a nice person, but just don't call me anymore. I go, okay, that's cool, but you were literally the greatest savage to walk the planet.
Right.
Like, you changed the game. Like, you.
It's like when a big Coke dealer tries to get into music, and then and then you're like, dude, that's cool because you have a ton of money, and they're like, no, it's not because I have a ton of money, it's because I know a lot about music. And you're like, no, dude, that's not why you're here, bro.
For sure,
that's not why you're here.
But why run from something so
I
great?
don't know.
I mean, she's wonderful, but she's through a lot of abuse, so I get it. But occasionally you see those chicks who refuse to.
Right.
It's like a band that doesn't want to do their greatest hit.
Right,
anymore,
right.
you know?
Oh, we're never gonna play that. So we're only playing songs from the new album.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not paying $35. you
Maiden does
fuckfaces.
that, which every year they do 2 tours, like one every other year. One is the greatest hits,
Right.
and one is you're going to hear our entire new album, and we're going to end with Wasted Years. And it's just so crazy. It just you're there to support a band, honor the fact that got you there, and play the music that people want to hear.
I went and saw Lenny Kravitz just to hear the song. Are you gonna
I'm
go
sorry.
my way? Wouldn't play it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
Wouldn't
wild.
play it. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, I can kind of understand it. Like, personally, I don't understand it because it's like comedy. You know, people are like, "Oh my god, I would get so sick of my jokes," and I'm like, I never have gotten sick of a joke.
Okay, let's take a great
If you
example.
like a joke,
The Machine.
Yeah.
Right? That story. He's told it so much.
that's the shit.
He doesn't want to tell it anymore.
Oh yeah, but I mean, he
So
put it
people
on a
like The
TV
Machine,
show.
He's like, I don't want to say it.
But by the way, I think he still tells it.
Of course he does occasionally. It's a
Well, there you
fucking
go.
great story.
But
Great.
also, comedy, I think, has morphed a
great
lot.
story.
Where for years, you know, I don't know, I'm older than everyone here, but there was the time when Jerry Seinfeld retired his act because
Right.
he'd been saying the same jokes for so long, and he finally gave up and was going to do new material. Mostly, people love new comedy, but not music. You want to hear your favorite hits.
No, but I'm saying if you've been on a TV show, I get that. Retire those jokes. People have seen it. But let's say you're a younger comic and you've been, you know, doing the same act for like 1 or 2 years, the same jokes. I mean, people that talk to me that aren't comics are like, I couldn't do a joke 30 times, you know? And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of part of the joy in my mind. I love repetition. Like if you're a chef, you get good at like making pasta sauce because you make it every day.
Right.
You do the same thing every day. So
I still think sucking dick is a little different than telling jokes.
Tell us how it's different, because that sounds like you've done both.
That's just my guess.
it's more like making pasta sauce, though.
Isn't it weird? We go, hey man, suck my dick, like it's the worst thing, and then girls and 10% of the guys do it all the time. Isn't that
Is
Well,
it
I
10%
mean-
of guys?
10% of the population is
Okay.
gay? They say.
That's
right?
it?
Wow.
10%?
Is it more?
Well, I
I
think
thought that was a lot.
Crunchy
if we're
numbers
being
here?
honest, like what's gay? I mean,
I mean,
if
I live
like,
in West Hollywood, so it's hard for me to fucking judge how
Yeah,
many
but
people
that's
are
where
gay.
literally they all move
I know, that's
to.
what I'm saying. So I don't have a good barometer for homosexuality.
So
and-
much dick sucking,
American
right,
Midwest.
dude? You could probably hear it so loud. it's like when you used to have beetles in the fucking bushes. You hear the buzzing. You just hear clicking.
walk past Circus of Books at like 1 a.m. It's just a giant,
What are you walking past Circus of Books at 1 a.m. for?
Gelson's, baby. Come on.
David, you got any
what are the,
shows coming up?
What are the things that rub their legs? Crickets.
Crickets.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
Grasshoppers.
It's like the crickets.
You got
I
any
gotta
gigs
I don't
coming
have.
up?
I'm going to Europe in another month or something.
How long you be there?
1 month. I'm going to be in Europe.
You're gonna be gigging out there, Europe. Where
Yeah,
are you gonna
I'm
be
going to Germany mostly.
What part?
I'm going to Berlin, and then I'm going to cruise around Germany with my German friend.
Have you
He's a
been
comic.
to Berlin before?
Yeah, I lived there.
Are
Actually,
you going by yourself or with your wife?
I'm going by myself. Yeah.
That's
I don't
your-
have anything going on here right now. The only thing I have is this. I made this Door Guys zine, all photos of.
zine. It's a zine.
It's short for fanzine. It's if you're from the punk
Not
rock
magazine?
world. No, fanzine.
Okay.
It's DIY. Listen,
All right.
if you were in the punk rock world in the '90s, you know what I'm talking
Where's
about.
that
He's got like
available?
8 of those with Henry Rollins on them.
Where,
Thank you. Thank
where,
you.
Where are those
Thank you.
available?
On my website, or you can go on my Instagram or whatever. It's like
It's all door guys?
it's all Door Guys from the Comedy Store.
Oh, that's cool.
I shot it on 35 millimeter film, scanned it, put it together.
That's pretty cool, man. Did you get every
72
one of them?
pages. No, I actually didn't. There's actually a lot of Door Guys.
There's so many door guys.
Yeah, so I didn't get them all. I didn't try to get them all. I just was like, when I was at the store shooting for like Roast Battle or whatever, I would just bring my camera and
The weirdest thing is
organically
how they
shoot.
never quit.
some do,
Very few.
but very few. Yeah, they kind of last a while. I mean,
we were there 6 months and we left. back in the day.
Yeah.
You were a door guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Put in my time. Mitzi's like, I wanted you to do the door. I'm like, fuck.
But you got passed.
At the same time, I made
obviously, if you get passed, you quit. Like,
Are most of the door guys comics?
They're all comics.
They're all
You have to be a
You
comic.
have to be a
Oh,
comic.
you have to be a comic
You have to
to be a door guy.
showcase and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and it's fun to watch. The Comedy Store is an amazing place. It's fun to watch the masters work, but comedy is something you have to do. You have to get on stage and do it.
They get on stage quite a bit, actually. I mean,
5 minutes a pop isn't going to get it done.
Well, they get on stage quite a bit.
Okay, all right. Someone
But
get
yeah,
a little
5 minutes.
sassy there.
5
huh?
minutes a pop. 5 minutes a pop isn't
Jesus
going to work.
Christ.
Jeez. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I shot photos of the guys. I like them.
We like you. We're glad you do. Guys, we got some big shows coming up here. This Tuesday night coming up is the next Comedy Chaos. We have Tony Rock, Whitney Cummings, Joe Rogan, Eddie Bravo, myself, plus we're going to add a couple people. That is next Tuesday. August 28th at 8:30 p.m. Those tickets should sell quickly. Then September 5th, the Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night in the Belly Room. Eddie Bravo, Theo Vaughn, myself, Ryan Davis, and Aaron will be there live in the Belly Room. There's less than 40 tickets available. This show will sell out probably by the beginning of next week, so grab your tickets now. And then September 14th and 15th, the Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night is live at Niagara Falls in Canada at the new Corner Comedy Club. Eddie Bravo, myself, 4 shows. Those tickets are moving very quickly, so go grab your tickets now. Go to the cornercomedyclub.com or cornercomedy.com and grab your tickets now. And we just got invited to the Vince Vaughn Wild Wild West tour next year, so super excited about that. All my dates are at samtripoli.com. Thank you, and yeah, that's the business is done.
Wait, I do have a show in Long Beach.
Too late, dude. We're on to a new show.
Shit, it's in Long Beach, though. I forget that this show
Go.
goes out to the whole world.
Yeah,
Long
literally
Beach, California.
tens of people.
I'm hosting a show at Pizzanista in the back. It's a nice space.
You love doing shows in pizza parlors.
Well, I work for the pizza place. So
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's an amazing space. You know, if you guys ever need a space in Long Beach,
And pizza.
And pizza, of course. You get paid in pizza. It's great.
You ever look at someone who orders a white pizza and just go, "What the fuck
No,
is wrong
white
with you?"
pizza's great. What are you talking about?
Fuck white
Night of the White, baby.
No, I just totally disagree with
What do
that.
well, you can disagree, but you're a fucking moron.
Wow.
It's Wednesday, August 29th at Pizzanista. It's a free show. There's going to be pizza. It's going to be some great comics. Jeffrey Berner, door guy from the Comedy Store, is going to be doing a set there. It's going to be longer than 5 minutes because I think door guys from the Comedy Store are really good comics, and they're doing their thing. So quit hating,
I'm
Sam
super
Tripoli.
happy for you.
Can I
dude.
ask a question about that just out of curiosity? Because when they get their 5 minutes, is it like a one night that it's all door guys?
Every Monday night is potluck, and it starts out as like they 16 people. Everyone signs up, and then they pick 16 people randomly, of course, to do the open mic spots. And then after that is friends and family. It's all the people that work there, all the door guys, and then people that the booker wants to see, showcase, and stuff like that. So yeah, every Monday night, and then they get development spots as well.
Cool. That's interesting. That's interesting to me.
Fun facts.
It is interesting.
Now, are you in? Why do I have a feeling that you're not into any sports?
I am ancillarily into the UFC.
Oh, that's what you're into?
Just because of the fact that, Bruce Buffer was on the network for about a year, but no longer. And then Bisbing is on the network. So I just kind of became, what's his name? Mickey Gall is a friend of the network very often.
Oh,
so
I love him. He needs a podcast.
Yeah, he should. He's funny. But so then I just became, what happened was Big J loves it. Lewis loves it. And so I started having UFC nights at my house whenever a big fight was going on. And so I became somewhat involved and somewhat interested. But
What do you like about it?
it's the brutality, I guess. I like. I think also whoever does the packaging of their little spots beforehand, like the little packages that run before the fight, you don't need to know shit. That 2-minute package gets you vested into the fight,
Right.
because of the way they tell those backstories. Even if it's two fighters I've never heard of, the way they do it, I'm like, wow, I really am rooting for one of these guys.
Yeah.
That's
They're good at
why
that, yeah.
fighting is so great, because you literally don't have to know the guys.
Right.
If they just throw leather and just beat the shit. It's so weird because you love a war, but then sometimes it gets too much of a war. You're like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
I just
whoa.
pick the guy with the best tattoos. I'm
Really?
always like
I
that
pick
guy.
the one I think is better looking usually.
That
I
guy's tattoo
hate
is
the
cool.
good-looking
It's
guy.
like dating, you know.
I hate the best-looking guy because you know that guy will fuck your girlfriend.
That's
and
why I
there's
like it.
nothing-
It's funny. I think it's funny. Like when if a guy's really
Ralph,
good
are you
looking.
into cuckling?
No.
This guy
you
dates
cool?
porn stars. And he
If
I
loves
would
it.
love to just sit back and watch a lady get fucking.
I just think when a guy is idiotically good looking and he's a good fighter, I just think it's funny. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, that guy's got everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt, no doubt.
I wouldn't
top
say
of
that.
that-
I would that's infuriating, is what I would say.
It's funny.
What?
Like when you see a great looking guy that can sing and play guitar, it's
Yeah.
like Jesus.
You must love Jamie Foxx, huh?
Oh yeah, so much.
I good looking. I vote against good looking. I vote against weird, dumb, too much tattoos.
Yeah, bad tattoos.
And
So you
then
must hate Cody, right? Because he's good looking. He's got a lot of weird tattoos.
Yes and no. I mean, like Connor's got some bad tattoos, but I just like his style. And then like going out with like
oh, the really short
the
trunks.
like the really short.
It'd be
ones.
rad if someone went in a mankini.
You forgot
Someone
one.
Like
did
a
do
thong.
that.
Like
Somebody did do that.
Up the butt? A
Yeah,
butt thong?
He lost the bet and he went in there and he
That's
fought.
great.
No way.
Fought
That's
with a
so
thong.
good.
You forgot one. There's
That's
one more
so
pet
good.
peeve that you have for
Okay.
fighters. What is it?
Huge schlong.
Oh, big man tits.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
man
I don't
tits.
want guys to have bigger tits than I do.
That's his
They're
rule.
all in good
Yeah,
shape.
who has
No,
a man
these
tit?
heavyweights.
Yeah.
Oh, the
come
heavyweights,
in,
yeah.
and they're just like, hey, dude, I'm a heavyweight. I don't have to work out. My strength is my power. That's all I need. And then they just come in, tits rocking.
Kamala.
Weirdest thing ever I saw was Major League Baseball. Men are wearing bra, like sports bras.
What do they call that on Seinfeld? Man's ears.
Does fitness tracker things? Is that what you're talking
I don't know. These guys take off their
I
their
think it's- I
jerseys
think it's
and they
those-
give to kids. And
Yeah,
they're
they have
rocking
like a
man bra.
spandex, like a
Yeah.
like a ace bandage
What
I
is
around.
think, no, I
that?
think those are fitness tracker
No,
thingies.
but they got
Oh, really?
the thing that goes
Oh.
over too, the straps.
I think it just keeps their, their chub.
Tits rocking?
Yeah, it just keeps their chub in place, dude. They're just trying to run around the bases, and then their body's like jiggling.
Do you get into boxing at all?
Somewhat. Years ago, 20 years ago or so, boxing was really great when I was in college, Tyson time. That's when I cared about boxing, but now I don't really care. And then also, for a brief amount of time, my family represented a boxer, and he went the distance with George Foreman. His name was Crawford Grimsley, white dude. And he had, remember when, I don't know, you guys remember USA used to do Tuesday night fights years ago?
Yeah.
Yes.
His fight was the shortest fight in history. Went out, threw a punch and missed. The other guy hit him, knocked him out, and then he's punching the air on the ground. And they're like, he thinks he's still in the fight. And they would show that as the agony of defeat
No
shot
way.
for years. And that ended his
way.
career. Yeah, it was
That's
over.
gotta
Imagine
be
being the
so
agony of defeat.
hard.
If they had like a clip of
That guy-
stand-up clips, if they had like stand-up, and it's like
I think that's him right there. It's Crawford Grimsley, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
it's you bombing when they
just
say
don't
the
know if this
agony of
is that
defeat.
fight.
That'd be the worst.
I mean, if you look like the
Oh,
short.
he's huge. He's not at all what I expected. With that name, I expected some scrawny little.
I don't know. He was a big
Oh,
dude.
this is the
I don't know
fight?
if that's the fight. I don't think it would
I-
last. I don't think it would be
No,
9
it's
minutes.
not 9 unless there's like a
Well,
huge interview.
it hasn't even started yet. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
Oh,
there it goes.
shit.
And now, if you watch, in a few seconds when they come over, he's still like punching the air, and the commentator goes, he thinks he's still in the fight.
Oh my God, dude.
That's crazy. And the
And
story,
look, if you look in the back, there's Ralph's dad right there.
crying. And the thing is that he wasn't supposed to take this fight.
Oh, so he was the
He, like,
was the
This
the
ended.
favorite.
This ended the relationship with my family representing him because he wasn't supposed to take the fight, and he wanted to do it, and then they stopped working with him because of it, and he went out in 2 seconds.
And now he's in jail for drug dealing.
I don't know, Woody. It's a good question. I think he got sick.
Dude, fighting Samoans is just not a good idea.
Yeah, there. He's like, I think there's one point they say.
He's like, fuck, how did
Yeah.
I end up
Oh,
here?
that's it. Yeah.
Why do I look like Del?
Oh, he was still
Dolph
punching.
He was
Lundgren
still
if I did
punching,
gay
yeah.
pun?
He went to punch the doctor. He thinks he's still in the ring. No, he's just mad as fuck, dude. He's just pissed. He wants to punch
Imagine
anybody.
working out that hard for that amount of time, and then just the shot comes in like a 2-second shot.
I really hope that's not what happens next Saturday.
Oh, me too.
I talked to Lewis. He's like all manic right now. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm ready. He's like, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm like, Lewis, he came up out of nowhere and he just pushed me really hard. And I'm like, I'm old, Lewis. You can't push me like
Right.
that. My body gets out of whack, dude.
It happened to me. At one point, I was training a lot in Krav Maga, like sparring and stuff, like years
Getting back
ago.
to your Jewish roots.
Back to Jew roots, and you get really punchy when you're fighting all the time, where you just walk down the street and you feel like, I just want to fight right now. It's a
That's
weird
amazing.
thing.
That's
And especially when you're not used to it. I think that anyone that's a seasoned fighter, they've done it enough. But when you first start realizing that you have a little skill or you had a couple of successful things happen, you're like, fuck, I walk in the show and say, I just want to fucking fight someone right now.
I think people also want to fight them as well, you know? Like, I met Tyson, and I was like, the first thing I asked him was, like, how often do people try to fight you? He's like, every time I'm out, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Imagine what prison must have been like.
oh, God.
I heard he was just knocking dudes
I heard of
out.
this story. A friend of mine, I don't know if it's true or not, but like the first day there in prison, he knocked out like the biggest dude because someone started with him, and then it was it. No one bothered him again.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Who
that's
is
true. or not.
bothering Mike Tyson?
Dude,
Everyone
you'd be
knows
surprised,
guys.
man. You would be surprised because he's not that
Have
big.
you watched him
It's a
fight,
weird thing
though?
to say. Oh, yeah,
mean,
of course.
Have you
Jesus.
ever heard the
But
story
people are
that
fucking
people would
insane.
walk up to Brad Pitt because of Fight Club?
That's
And
great.
be like, huh, you think you're fucking tough? Let's fucking go right now.
People are just really stupid, right? I mean, that's what
Yeah,
it is.
people are really.
Are you-
Supposedly it happened to Bruce Lee
Like,
all the
really
time.
stupid.
It's called Florida. You ever been there, dude? They do crazy shit all the
Well,
time.
Tampa
It's
is your
surprising.
favorite city, right?
Mike Tyson's not that big though when you see him in person.
Yeah, he's like 5'10", right?
Yeah, he's shorter. He's shorter than I am, and
What's
I
really
mean, he
amazing
had a
is
jacket
that
on, but his
he
neck
never
is big,
dropped
but-
weight. Like, you're such a small frame. I know you were great for heavyweights, but something just happened where the heavyweights just jumped in size, and he was so small.
Right, he's
Yeah,
small,
Evander
man.
Holyfield the same
It's
way.
nuts.
I mean, he was like 6'1", 6'2", but he didn't even have the frame of Tyson. Evander
Yeah.
Holyfield was a
Well,
little
and
more
Vander
wiry.
Holyfield was juicing like a mother. Like,
I don't believe that. No, you look at his very first fight at cruiserweight, or maybe even a division below that. He was ripped, dude. He was way ripped. Look at him fight like Dwight Muhammad Cowie.
Look that up. Dude.
Okay. He
when I
looks
was in college,
great.
I think probably 1990, and so the height of Tyson fame, pretty much.
Where'd you go to school?
SUNY Albany. And we were doing, there was this thing they called it, like, I think it was called Hell Week, the week before finals,
Right.
where everyone had study all the time. And it's like 1 in the morning, we were on the ground floor, we would face the parking lot, and some guy starts blasting music at 1 in the morning. My brother opens the window and says, lower the fucking music, we're trying to study. And Tyson comes out. He was dating a girl. I think it might have ended up being the girl that accused him of rape. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
no.
But he comes out of the shadow. He's like, oh, man, I'm sorry. And he shook my brother's hand. We're like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's Tyson.
turn it up,
And it was
turn
like
it up.
the height of his career. Like, and his hand enveloped my brother's, because my brother's small. He's like 5'6", 5'7". And it looked like a big meat paw versus a little child's hand.
Well, the closest thing I have to that story is I worked at I was working at the Standard Hotel, and they would have us do I was like valet, security, bellman, like I was everything. They really put me in a bad position. I could have sued them one night, but I didn't. But they get called like, hey, go up to 245 and grab their luggage, or they need something. I go, okay. So I walk up and I knock on the door. The door answer. You know who answers it? Jean-Claude Van Damme. And
Was he in a split between his two bags?
no, but it was almost that bad because he opens the door. He goes,
Oh, no, he didn't.
yeah, he
Oh,
literally
great.
goes,
That's actually kind of cool.
it's a Van Damme.
I'm okay
right?
with
And
that.
I was like, hey, dude, what's up?
He answers it like, hey,
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm okay with
you
that.
recognize me? Huh?
There's a,
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He has to get in
Yeah,
position
he
for you to
gets-
recognize him.
He goes, oh, you don't recognize me? How about now?
There's this famous guitar player from the 80s whose name is Yngwie Malmsteen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Legendary guitarist. And I went to go interview him, and I saw in the distance he had his back turned to me, and he was unbuttoning his shirt. I could tell he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing. But as soon as I knock on the door, he turns around playing guitar. Like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, he was waiting for us to knock on the door.
That's hilarious.
So ridiculous.
Oh, man. Guitar is like dying, dude.
All instruments are dying.
Dude,
Imagine if
it's-
you're a bass player. Like, who's inspiring bass players?
It's like photography. I mean, everything's dying because it's so easy to. If you
There's
ever
no
use
barrier to entry.
If you ever used a music program now to be a DJ or to produce music, like Ableton Live or something like that, and then you also play piano or guitar, you'll be like, why would I bother?
I purposefully
Guitar's
use.
hard.
I have an app that you could like write a song in like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
On the phone, right? So I will make songs, make extremely offensive lyrics, and then send it to my like rock star friends. And,
Right.
hey, have you heard of this new band? Just to get them to hear
Right.
something ridiculous because it's so easy to make a song
It's
now.
gotta suck.
It's nuts, man.
Do you know
It's
what's-
hard to play guitar. It's hard to learn.
There's this
guitar.
woman that's famous on YouTube for using artificial intelligence to write songs, and she just came out with an album.
Oh,
It's-
dude.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's gotta be.
Here's the thing: people will buy it as a joke, but then
Oh no,
that
she's serious. She knows she can read
Dude,
and
you have
write
no idea.
music herself.
You have no idea. There's the guy who produced. He produced a song. Like he went to the studio. I'm trying to think. It's remember T-Pain, the guy who had the
Yeah.
auto tune and stuff.
Yeah.
So one of his producers, they went to the studio. They had the studio booked, and the guy was like, "Oh, sorry, we're busy, man. We're gonna go over for 10 minutes or something." So he went out to his car, got on his phone, produced a track in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Went back up. Played it for T-Pain. T-Pain recorded it, and it was like the biggest hit
Oh, that's great.
in
That's
music.
great.
And-
Did he give the guy credit? Because
yeah. No, he was the producer of the song, but it was like I think like what he used was like some kind of free.
I have a
some free
it's
software.
so easy to do. It's
It
crazy.
wasn't like he didn't do anything. He
What
did
is the
no
app?
musical talent.
There's one. I mean, GarageBand for Apple is it, but for me, it's called?
And within GarageBand, there's Apple Loops.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
want
even what he
DJ.
did. I think he used Apple Loops.
I gotta find it. I haven't used it in a while.
You know what's gone away, dude?
What's
We're
that?
gonna bring it all together. Porn soundtracks.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
There
no
used to be
porn
so
Well,
much
soundtracks.
good.
I think
porn
soundtracks in
music.
general. When's the last time a soundtrack was like the soundtrack, like
Right.
Forrest Gump?
I
and
think the
everyone was-
last one was 8 Mile.
that was a good one.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the last time. Like that
And you
soundtrack
got to lose yourself.
actually
Yeah.
got me to hype for that movie.
Did you see Who Is America with the DJ episode?
Oh, that was
Sacha
great.
Baron Cohen? Yeah, it's hard to explain it, but he's a prisoner, and he goes to this guy who's a professional DJ and says, listen, I just got out of prison, and I recorded all these natural sounds and made songs out of them, and it's him being anally raped, and he plays it live in this club, and everybody's really grooving to the beat, and then all of a sudden it's just the sounds of him going, oh God, please stop, and it's so wonderful.
It's really that is
show's
my
great.
favorite new show of all. It's the
it's
last
so
time.
insane. It's
I don't remember the
insane.
last time I waited on a Sunday
Yeah.
for a show to come out.
That guy is fucking savage.
Kurt
The-
Metzger writes on it.
Yeah.
the Super Mosque episode that was
That was great.
that
I
was
love that.
so good.
He's got a
Stupid.
beef with that. He doesn't like that. He thinks
It's
that's unfair.
easy.
Oh, it's easy, but
It's
it's
easy.
funny. It
No,
is
but the
funny
Truth
though.
to Power shit is the best stuff. It's so brave and it's so funny.
Yeah.
The Dick Cheney stuff. I love it. That one is like, dude, that's like when a comic goes, hey, let's give it up for the troops, and he gets a clap. It's like, it's such an easy reaction.
But it's great because like those people exist. It's like he's just
nobody says it doesn't.
No, but
There's
people do
nothing
say it
brave
doesn't.
about going
No, I don't
to a
think it's
bunch
brave.
of
I think
desert
it's
people
funny.
going, hey, some Muslims are moving in, and they're like, ah,
That's
duh.
great.
But getting a senator to drop his pants and
great.
scream, "I'm going to turn you homo."
Oh, that's nuts. Yeah.
That's the great shit.
And the
that-
gun
that
one.
to
The
me
gun
is
one.
the
Gun-
shit.
it's unbelievable.
Now the
Like,
mosque
if
one
you
was
put
super
a
funny
mosque
though. That was funny.
next to Sacha Baron Cohen's house, you don't think that dude would flip the fuck out? He'd flip the fuck out. It's like, just face it. I don't mind it, but the rest of it is brilliant. That is just too easy.
This
It's just
week
like
was a
stu-
weird one. He convinced the guy that he was eating human flesh,
Yeah.
and he believed it. And he
Oh,
ate it
he's a
anyway.
food critic.
A food critic. Yeah, that was weird.
Dude.
And he was just like, oh, it melts in your mouth.
Well,
served
some
him-
of that stuff has to be.
He served him a food
It is.
in a
It is
condom.
some of it's work. Yeah,
some of it's
it is,
work, yeah. Some of it's actors, I think. I mean, it seems that way.
But he holds it up
I
to the
don't know
camera and goes,
for sure. But
listen, because it's apparently the flesh of a Chinese dissident.
Yeah,
right?
Chinese.
And
Yeah.
he
That was
says,
donated. Like-
honor his family by saying what you think of the food. And he goes, Zhao Jing, your children, your child died in
It can't be real.
yeah, I don't think
your child didn't die in vain. His
art-
flesh was wonderful.
the
No, this
art
guy's a
gallery-
real critic, though, man.
He's a real critic.
No,
he
but
might-
they might have paid him.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would do that to.
It's just the pressure of
destroy his
having
career.
cameras.
Right,
you
maybe,
know what I mean?
maybe, yeah.
And-
Like the art gallery lady. Did
Yeah.
you guys see that
Shave
one?
their pubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. It
What?
just seemed.
Yeah, she came out. She wrote a whole story about how she got
Duped?
Duped. Yeah, she wrote a whole. I've been following every one of the major stories that went viral.
Yeah.
Those people have come out and tried to explain how it happened. And
Right.
the guy, especially the guy that was walking backwards with his ass out. He was
Right.
trying to explain, and they were like, "But you were walking backwards." Like,
Yeah, you were
I don't
yelling
care
some pretty
what they
obscene
said
words.
to you.
Yeah, you were
There's
yelling some
no
pretty
way
weird
that
words.
could
Well,
have happened.
and that's what I love. I'll take the truth. Oh, what, she shaved
That's
her
her.
pubes?
She's cute too.
I'd
And
watch
he
her.
said that he was fresh out of jail,
Yeah.
and that he had paint. He's an artist.
Shit art.
She owns a gallery.
shit art.
Yeah, he painted paintings with his own feces.
But not just he says he deals in mainly browns, reds, whites, and yellows.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all
right,
he deals
right,
in.
right.
It's a great line.
And then so she was checking out his art, and then of course she's like,
And of course she
oh,
loves it.
Yeah, she loves it, and he's
And-
a genius. And
Yeah. Why not have her shave her fucking shit?
Yeah.
Everybody's into that shit. That's not really
Well,
dumb.
she's donating it for his brush.
She's
too.
donating for his brush.
It's a
That was
pube
it.
brush.
his brush is made from pubes.
I don't give a
and-
shit.
Yeah.
I like getting peed on. Who am I to judge?
That just seemed a little fake to me, but
I
Well,
know.
yeah,
It's
if-
really. She wrote a whole article about how she got.
If
duped.
you notice
Wow.
too, they do like ADR or whatever, when he has his head turned. Like a lot of the lines are dropped in later. They come back later and do dialogue replacement.
Well,
I mean,
they
she
do
probably
that
just
with
saw
those,
the cameras and just didn't want to say.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
why I
fake.
think they
Yeah.
do this whole backstory to these people,
Right.
that what they're coming in for. This guy, he had this horrible life in prison, and they're giving him a chance. They'll say that he's getting, a big show somewhere,
Right.
So that they already have an
feel-
idea in their head that
right.
they don't want to shit
Well,
on
and
him.
dude,
Right, that's true. That's right.
The
true, yeah.
the Mossad guy is the best character for fooling conservatives like that.
Oh,
because there's
100%.
nobody
Yeah.
that Republicans will listen to more
Yeah.
than a guy who claims he's from Israel and
Yeah.
was in Mossad.
Yo, Mossad for sure, dude.
I mean, like, there's nobody who has more
'Cause
credibility.
all
They
they
will follow
want
that guy
is
up.
to
Yeah.
send as many Jews there
Right.
so they can get the end of days to happen. They're
Right,
like,
right.
just dude, more Jews
Right.
in Israel so we can get the Jesus to come. That's
Right.
what this whole thing's all about.
Oh, they can't wait for the nuclear bomb
They
to blast.
just
and,
want the end of days.
Yeah.
Like, half these guys are 80. They've been buying into this bullshit, and it's like, dude, I don't know how much longer I got. Can we get this end of days to fucking happen, dude?
insane.
Guys, speaking of end of days, sometimes when
That's a rough segue. If this is about RX Bar, I'm going to have a
yeah,
problem.
dude, I'm super stoked about our new sponsor today. Johnny, look at those awesome bars.
Should I
I
should I
was
eat one
already
while-
eating these.
I ate one.
Guys,
In my
RX Bar is a whole food protein bar. What does that mean? Our bars are made of real whole ingredients. We want transparency up front with our customers, man. We want to build things the right way. RX Bar believes in power of transparency and lets the core ingredients do all the talking with all of them listed on the front of the package. You'd likely recognize RX Bar at the shelf. They're the ones on with they have the egg whites for protein, dates to bind, nuts for texture, and other delicious ingredients like unsweetened chocolate, real fruit, and spices like sea salts. I love sea salts. That's one thing I like. Turns out real food ingredients actually taste really great. RX bars are gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free. Whenever you like sweet or savory chocolate or fruit flavors, there's definitely an RX bar for you. No artificial colors, artificial flavors, or preservatives or filters. Man, snack a lot of pussy, pussy. I don't even know what that said. Throw in a bag for the plane. Toss in your backpack for a bike ride. Dude, guys, tell me what that says.
Did he
Give
go?
me that word.
Did he
What
get
is
to-
that word?
He went full.
Look at right there.
Snacka paka paka.
Oh, they're fucking with us.
Yeah. Snack a like a peck like a pussy puss.
office push.
It's like mecca lecca high, mecca high
Heidi
me
ho.
ho, but it's snacka lecca hooka hooka snacka ho.
Snack at the office, push you through your 3 p.m. slump. is
Oh,
what it
that's their
says. But it's
hashtag.
all
Wow,
one.
how
That's their
can that be-
hashtag.
That's the
That's
hashtag, and you
hashtag.
can't fit anything else in your tweet.
That's
Yeah.
insane. I recommend the peanut butter.
I stole
You
that
do?
one because you said it was good.
Oh,
Good,
no,
have
that's
it.
peanut butter chocolate.
Oh, so
Everybody
is it
have
gone?
it.
The
They
peanut
come
butter
in
one?
14 delicious
That's it right there.
flavors.
Oh, I'll try that one.
That's the one I like.
And now
If you like
RX has
peanut butter.
I
debuted
do.
RX Nut Butter. Yes! Contains few simple and similar ingredients like egg whites, fruits. Now, where can you guys get this? That's a great thing.
I get them at the liquor store.
No.
RXBar.com, I think.
That's where
God
they
damn,
are.
you idiot.
I ordered.
They're
I-
everywhere, man. They have them all over the place.
What do we don't want them to go get them everywhere? We want them to go to rxbar.com Punch Drunk
That's
and
what
enter
we
the
want.
promo code Punch Drunk at the checkout.
But
Can
I got
can I make one
Don't send
alteration?
them, go everywhere.
Dude,
It's
do
forward
that.
slash.
/.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
right.
Backslash.
Okay, this is backslash. That's forward
That
This
used,
is
slash.
that used to
backslash,
be in
that's
our
all
intro,
it's
correcting him on that. Our Patreon intro used to be you getting corrected. on that.
Definitely buy them there, but I got mine. I got a free box with my membership to my free webcams. So they're delicious. They're really good. My favorite flavor is egg whites and ovaries. That's great.
Dude,
Oh,
what is
wow.
your personal experience with them, Johnny?
I get the peanut butter when I'm walking back from the Comedy Store, back to my apartment. I stop at the liquor store and get the peanut
Through
butter.
all the hot gay sex
Peanut
of West
butter.
Hollywood.
He chews loudly to drown out the sounds
exactly.
of all the blowjobs.
rxbar.com /Punch Drunk, and you'll get 25% off your first order.
They are good. They are good. I'm going to take a pocket full when I climb Mount Baldy in a few weeks.
I'm going to say my one caveat with this that bothers me is they list all the ingredients on the front, and you look in the back, they're all natural ingredients, but it says sea salt. Why don't I just put sea salt on the front?
Yeah, that'd be a good sell, but maybe they thought it was too busy.
I don't know. Well,
This
What's
might
that
be
sound?
this might be Ari on the line.
Ari, joining us from wherever the Wandering Jew is, our favorite and your favorite, Ari Shaffir.
is it?
Ari,
Pocket dial.
are you there?
Hello?
Who's
That's not
this?
Ari.
No, that's
No, this
definitely
isn't
not
Ari.
Jimmy Big Body.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Jimmy
Yeah,
Big Body, how are
I
you?
wanted to call and ask Ari when he was going to shove some more hot dogs up his ass, that piece of shit Jew.
Okay.
Wow, he's coming
Why
in hot.
did you take that call,
He's
Aaron?
not here, dude. Sorry.
I assume that was Ari. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, I'll give it to you.
Well, I'll tell you when he's going to do
don't want it.
We're going to look it up right now. When is Ari going to shove some hot dogs up his butt? Look it up it's on the calendar, right?
What time do you got to head out?
He's saved, I think, Aaron. So.
His Skype.
Oh, very soon.
All right. I just want to make
Thank
sure.
you for that.
got
So
in
listen,
time.
Jimmy Big Butt, if you order a
Jimmy
box
Big
of
Butt's gone.
RX bars. No, but he's listening to the podcast clearly.
I don't know, dude.
Oh.
Did he say big butt
If
or
he
big
was listening,
body?
he wouldn't ask where
Jimmy
Ari
Big Body.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not
If he
listening?
was watching, you know Ari wasn't here.
Well, anyone else listening that's interested in when Ari's going to shove hot dogs up his big Jew ass, just look on the calendar, right? It's on the calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. Look
Punch
under
Drunk
calendar. It
dot-
says
Never
Jew
worry.
butt
Yeah.
hot dog.
But wait, so when's the fight?
Saturday.
Saturday. What's the
flying out.
date? Is it the 25th?
Yeah.
26th, 25th, 25th.
25th.
Dude, you know what's crazy? There's
What?
another. Is it a celebrity fight? Can I say
It's
that?
Ari versus, and it's
Is that
Ryan
Ari?
O'Neal versus
There's
Luke
a
Gomez.
YouTuber guys that are boxing each other on Saturday as well.
Are there other
That Logan
fights
Paul
on the
thing?
lineup?
Is that what it
Not
is?
on the
Oh,
lineup.
Logan
It's a
Paul.
total. Yep.
Logan
Is that
exactly.
it?
Paul, and
Yep.
he wants to.
Oh,
if
yeah.
He does well. He wants to
same-
fight in the UFC.
Are
Are
you
there any
serious?
are there any other fights in the lineup?
Yeah,
there's
there's fights the whole night.
Are you
oh, really?
serious?
Are they the headliner?
I think Ellis will be the headliner.
Oh,
because
okay, yeah,
it's
Ellis
his
obviously.
thing.
But then
Who does
but
he
He's
they're-
fight?
fighting a.
Who does he fight?
He's fighting Kyle Kingsbury, which is a former UFC fighter.
Oh my God!
He fought-
So he always fights people.
Yeah,
Every year.
You should see him.
What's his record on the 10
Dude,
fights?
Ellis got knocked out last year by
Oh, wow.
Sean. What's the name of the Sean Carver?
No, Sean Carter is Jay-Z.
Okay, go put in
That's-
Ellis.
Dude, that'd be cool if it was
That would
Jason
be
Sean.
Ellis,
fucking dope.
Ellis Mania, and look up his fights.
He's like, I got 99 pounds, but a bitch ain't one.
But he fought that giant, that former UFC fighter, and he got knocked out.
Okay, like early on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the guy only had one arm. They tied the one arm.
Oh, my God, really?
And the guy was so big, he's like,
What?
boom!
Shane Carwin.
Yeah,
oh
Shane
my God!
Carwin.
Are you saying they tied an arm? He said, "I'll beat your ass with an arm tied
This is
behind
it right
my
here.
back."
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is it.
Holy shit!
Right here. Look at this, dude.
Oh, okay,
Oh, my
so,
God.
Oh, they allowed wrestling too, or no?
Oh, UFC, I guess, right?
Look how big he is, dude.
Oh my God!
I give him credit, Jason, for going in that.
Well, that's his whole thing. He takes the craziest fights he can make.
By the way, somebody's gonna have brain damage. It's this dude right here.
Oh, Ellis for sure.
Well, look at those tattoos. It appears like he might already.
He's
have
got a
little
great
bit of-
radio show. Have you done it yet?
I've not. I was going to do it, but it's too busy this week.
Okay. Hit me up when you're coming in.
Oh my God! Look
I'll-
how and also, by the way, it's his right hand that's tied up. So is he left-handed or is he?
I don't know, but
he looks like he's
he
right
gets
handed.
them
He
and
looks
I
he
don't
like
think
he's
it matters
right-handed.
with the size of
no,
him.
but it's a stronger hand.
I mean, it looks like he's fighting his child. It really is so much bigger than
I
him.
like that he's got his hand taped, but he's still got a glove on it.
Whoa!
Oh,
Look at him. He's out.
Left hook to the jaw.
He's out. That's
Wow.
Dude, by the way, he was flat-footed as well. That dude is huge.
Yeah. Well, that guy fought. I watched the fight. He fought
He didn't even
Brock
step into
Lesnar.
it.
It was a
wow.
great
Jesus,
fight.
really?
It was
Watch,
a
he didn't
great
even step into it. Imagine if he stepped into it. Look, flat-footed.
on
he's
the
going
ear. Got him on the
backwards.
ear.
Short
He
one,
was going
too.
backwards,
Right behind the
dude.
I felt like
Imagine
he
if
knew that he had this fight. Like he
yeah.
knew it. You know?
What
He
the-
didn't
matter.
He didn't look phased.
Hey, can you put in a Sam Tripoli Ellis Mania and watch me rock?
Who'd you fight?
I fought a bunch of midgets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was like they did some. There it is, dude. Guys, watch my ability to stick and move. Watch my ability.
What year is this?
This is
This-
13 minutes long. So what's the best part?
The whole thing's great. So just let it go, dude.
Oh, what? Who's that in like a
8
hot
men,
dog
6
outfit?
chairs, 0 cups.
What is that?
They're playing musical chairs. So
No, the guy with the thing.
What is that thing that he's wearing? See the guy with the what is that?
He's got
Gumby?
looks like some kind of like
Looks like
Roman
I don't even remember.
centurion or something.
How many years ago was this?
This is about 3 or 4.
Looks like Gumby.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is. What the fuck is that?
It's a Gumby costume.
It looks like
Is
Gumby.
it?
Oh yeah, it is a Gumby costume.
Is it?
I
Oh.
thought Gumby was
By
green.
the way,
Gumby
that's
is
me
green.
right there in
In
the
the black?
Armenian
But they-
tracksuit.
Oh,
They had to
great.
make a different color Gumby so they didn't get sued.
Yeah, of course.
This is
And I'm,
Gumby.
I'm
this is
already tired,
Bumby.
and the
But what,
fight
what's
hasn't
the,
even
is it?
started.
Is it? Is it their musical chairs? Whoever's left standing fights you?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
No, whoever's left fight. We all fight each other till there's one left. I made it to the
Did
finals.
you train?
No.
No training.
No training.
Well, how long before did you find out about that you had to be in the fight? Or,
Week before.
really?
Week and a half, yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, let me tell you
How many
something.
RX bars did you eat?
Walking to the ring at a fight is the most exhilarating thing ever. It is so much fun.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, walking to the ring is fun, and then leaving the ring is not fun. Probably.
No, it's not fun just because you're tired, but it's like
Especially if you get your ass knocked the fuck out by a guy
it's-
who's got his
you're
arms
like,
duct
oh,
taped
everybody's here to see
chest.
me fight, and everyone's like, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
It
that's-
is,
that's
weren't
dude.
nervous.
That's great.
No, dude, no.
Are you in the black right
Yeah,
now?
I'm in the black.
Yeah, I can tell your strut.
I can tell. Okay, if you want to fast forward, I think I'm first
Oh,
fight.
may I? Okay.
I can actually see your back hair sticking out. I recognize
Dude,
that.
that's rude. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Here you go. There's Sam. Yeah. I never saw this, dude. This is sick.
Yeah. Here we go. But look how much taller.
So who's the guy? Who are the other dudes? Who are those?
They're just listeners. And
oh,
this,
what? They're fans?
yeah.
Sam
Jesus
Tripoli versus
Christ.
fans.
No, Ellis fans.
No, but
what
still,
I'm saying.
fans. That's just wild. Hey, you've won a chance to fight Sam Tripoli. The guy's like, I don't even know Sam Tripoli. Bring him on.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
I just want to impress Jason Ellis. This is so fucking crazy.
Why they take this shit seriously?
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
come on,
great
man.
camera work.
Is this Dana? Who's doing this?
No, this is my friend Jeff. He gets a better shot, but it is. I work it. I work it.
When you went down to the final two?
You look great
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Wow.
Yeah, this
That's
is cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Really kicking his ass, Sam.
Okay.
And was each round until someone was knocked out, or
So you would win.
Your
in
buddy's
round,
peeping this girl
and
right
you
here.
would
so-
and you would move if you won your round. You'd move to the next round, to the end. And I fought this dude.
I love how he's narrating his fuck up. He's like, there we go.
I'm a counter puncher, by the way.
is there judges in case you're
Oh.
both standing at the
I'm a
end?
counter puncher. I just got him. See that? I got him, and he ran off.
For the listeners, Sam Tripoli is hitting a guy in the head.
I got
Pretty
But,
much,
What
yeah.
are you talking about? It's boxing. Of course, I'm in somebody in the head.
No, I'm giving a little commentary
That was
for
very- by the way, it
the
was very
90%
very
of the
riveting
audience.
play-by-play.
Yeah, and by the way, the attitude on it. Oh, Sam just hitting somebody in the head.
Well, I mean,
it's
we
boxing.
had like.
So we're
20
watching
seconds.
Sam box. If you're not watching it, and the video is very, very poorly
Okay,
shot.
stop.
Very poorly
All right,
shot.
Very
all right,
poorly
all
shot,
right.
yeah.
It's
But
like, does this
boxing's
guy not
getting
know
great.
what aperture and f-stop is?
It's like
He told me to
iPhone 4,
watch.
maybe.
Let me just say,
Film
this is
speed.
more exciting than Stephen or Fury's last fucking fight.
Tyson Fury. He looked, dude. He looked. That's good for him. Tyson Fury. That's good
That
for him.
boxing match was embarrassing.
Well, he's a boring. I mean, his style is boring. Yeah, but
No, I watched him
it's
versus
effective.
Klitschko. I enjoyed it, but that fight,
Well, that's
that
'cause
guy
Klitsch-
was
that was-
that guy didn't even try.
So they keep putting chairs
You're
out. Though.
completely
I don't
wrong about
understand what they do.
They bring
here.
the
Then
chairs back out for the
they do
musical chairs.
chairs,
And
and
whoever's
then-
the two left standing fight.
Yeah.
Oh, so Sam's not in the musical
So
chairs?
I had to go again.
No, you're one of the
I'm tired as
He
fuck.
just lost the first time.
Oh, so
No, I won
whoever...
the first.
No, I mean you lost the musical chairs, so you had
Yeah.
to fight.
So every time you lose the two people that lose the musical chairs fight each other.
Yes.
Oh, so you're basically just in there. It's not Sam Tripoli versus these guys. It's just whoever loses
Yeah.
musical chairs versus each other.
And I had to
got it.
fight
So you're good
every
at
round.
boxing, but bad at musical chairs.
Sam
That's
has
what
his
we learned from this.
arms above his head so he can breathe.
Yeah.
Were you
Good
the only comic? The rest were fans?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I thought it would just be all the fans had the musical chair
Sam.
to fight Sam.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
then
That's
Sam
what I
has
thought
to
it
go
was.
round after
Yeah,
round.
why don't you guys get this?
Did Jason Ellis think you were a fan? Is that?
Yeah, I don't understand why
No, but
they're
it's
all
great
fans
because I
but
used
you.
to do the
That's
show.
what
I go,
understand.
hey, dude, can I get a hotel room? No, I go, dude.
Who do I got a box to get a hotel room? He's like, I'll show you.
It's crazy.
Oh,
But he
that's
did
great.
give me VIP tickets this week for me and.
I'm going to see you there. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun.
I still can't figure out what this guy is.
So is it all just boxing stuff?
This is
or
my
what
first
else
time
do they
going to
do?
Ellis
well,
Mania.
here's the
What's
thing.
Ellis
It's
Mania?
mostly boxing.
It's mostly boxing, right?
But this one, because this is all Ari Shaffir's fault in terms of them doing
what else is
MMA.
new?
Because you remember when we were negotiating me and Ari fighting, Ari's like, MMA, 5 minute, 5 rounds. I'm
Wow,
like,
5
Who is he
rounds?
kidding? Do you think he's in that
Jesus.
kind of shape?
No, he just
No.
knows Sam will say no.
Yeah, so his whole thing is like, how
He's-
much
he's
can
smart.
he hold off?
Right.
Well, yeah, his plan was to gas Tripoli, to win him, to run around and
To
then-
gas
and-
him?
Yeah,
Jeez.
to like.
Yeah, but you guys think Ari's in shape?
He's not
Oh
going to be able to
no,
last
no, but
either.
I'm just
way.
saying that was his plan. That's why
I
he
beat
wanted
him
it.
when I was a month sick. I fucking put him on his ass.
Well, come on.
What?
I mean, that was a cheap shot. You blindsided.
No,
him.
it's Ari. There's no such thing as cheap shots. There's just who shot first.
Yeah, but I'm saying you wouldn't be able to do that in a proper fight.
Bullshit, dude. Watch.
You wouldn't be able to attack him before the fight starts. Give me a break.
No.
You hear this, Ari? He's calling you out. He's calling you out,
I'm
Ari.
sure Ari will be there. You could probably set up a little bonus.
Ari,
for
There
him.
you
Probably
go.
gotta take off.
Yeah, I gotta
now,
take
dude.
off. Yeah,
Ralph, thank you so
thank
much.
you so much, guys,
What do you
for
want
having
our
me.
fans to check out?
Just follow me over at I Am Ralph Sutton and the SDR Show, which is always in the top 50 of iTunes comedy, and Gas Digital Network.
Thanks for
brag,
coming on,
humble
dude.
brag.
Thank you
Thanks
very much
for
for
coming
having me,
on,
guys.
dude. We'll do it again soon.
Take a couple RX bars, man, just in case
yeah,
you got to
yeah,
fight
that's it.
somebody, you know?
Mars,
I wanna feel good
it's
about
probably a 2-day drive anyway. Keep talking. I gotta see for other.
Dude,
Let's just keep talking.
I want to see Ari fight and Sam fight. What about you?
Oh, me too, dude. Well, Ari had agreed to do it in principle at All Things Comedy Festival, but Sam is saying he can't make it to All Things Comedy Festival.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm in talks right now.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, because Ari did tell me that he would.
Why? Oh, he's saying he can't make it because there's no hotel room. Just get him a hotel room. He'll fight him.
Joining us out with one Jew,
That's what I'm saying.
in with another.
Yeah, much shorter one.
Yes. She has
guy
a
looked like
new hour special that's available called Stretch It Out.
That's it. That's
Please
it,
welcome
Sammy.
my good friend, Shawn Pelofsky, everybody.
Hi. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, Boo.
All this. All
So
these
tell
men
us
in
about
here.
your special real quick.
Oh my God, it's just so amazing.
I'm happy
like
for
everything
you.
on The Bachelor, amazing. No, it came out today, and thank you, Sam. You've always been a supporter of mine. and
You're a
I've really-
force of nature, man. You're one of those people you could throw in anywhere in the lineup and you'll fucking kill. That is
Oh.
not.
Keep talking. Keep talking,
You know, this
Sam.
push for female comedy is just such an interesting thing because there's some people that I believe are such killers and they should get a lot more love. You, Eleanor.
Me?
like-
What about me?
yeah, you're one of my
I'm a
favorite
great female comic.
comics.
Yeah,
But
especially
you're
with that stash.
Thank you.
But it's you're it's not just you're a woman, you're just funny.
Well, I like I say, I really appreciate you saying that because you're an inspiration to me. You're somebody who I remember seeing for the first
Would you
time.
say I'm the wind beneath your wings?
Well, no, that's Bette Midler,
Okay,
Sam, and that's my #1 inspiration. But
I
you will
love
be
it.
a tight third after Liberace.
I'm with you.
But yeah, I just remember seeing you for the first time, and I was in awe of your energy
Listen.
and his physicality and who he
he's
is. He
loving
does.
this.
He comes in
He's
and he
loving
lifts a
this.
room. A Scorpio. Listen, let me just let me just pet.
Loving
But,
this.
I did.
Listen,
I need to bring a
gets it.
candle and a meal here. This is a
Yeah.
beautiful date going
whole-
on.
Yeah,
here.
well,
This is
The best
gorgeous.
thing
will
about
spoon.
Sean, the best thing about
whole
Sean,
6 inches are out
Sean's
right now.
crew is the most unique crew at the store. She always has.
What does that mean?
every-
Hello.
Oh, dude, just coming out with
Unique.
super twinks with short shorts and buttholes hanging out, and you're like, oh, you must be a Shawn Pelofsky crew.
Yeah, they do.
You're very interesting that you made your own niche. Like, you went early on. Like, I'm kind of doing it now with the conspiracy stuff, but you did it very early. Yeah. You went right into the WeHo crowd. For those who know, West Hollywood, the gay boys. You
homosexuals.
Start doing crews, doing all that stuff in that realm. Yeah. And I think that's like.
Start doing what?
In that realm.
No, the
comedy. Like, just started
gay
like,
cruises.
getting into
cruises.
He
doing
means
comedy,
like collecting
gay crew.
Okay,
collecting gay men one by one to be my Pied Pipers,
Don't
my
let Donald Trump hear about
followers,
this.
my
There you go.
loyal troops.
That's
and
a loyal
that's what they
crew.
are. They sure
That's a
are.
They
loyal
got money, dude.
Yeah.
It's a loyal crew, too.
They're the only ones who drive Miata still, so you know they got some cash.
Disposable income, but they are. And you can say anything to these guys. When I'm in front of a full 6,000, 7,000 gay men, I can say anything I want.
Amazing.
No one's going to judge me. No one's going to write a letter about me. No one's going to go to Twitter and say, I can't believe she said this.
Right.
I get away with it all. And that's, and I really feel like I'm at my height, my game when I'm in front of that type of room.
I have a meeting I go to in recovery that's me and just gay dudes. And it is the most honest talk I've ever heard in my life.
Really?
And it's very therapeutic because, sometimes you have some demons you don't want to talk about. Yeah. Because I have a sex addiction like a motherfucker.
Yeah. You too?
Gee, I wonder if those are uppers or downers.
But, when you're in mixed company, like women there, and you start to get into that, you can see especially now that I'm 45, I hear throw up in young ladies' mouths when I have a sex addiction. But when you go into a room full of all gay guys who are just savages,
they're like, tell us more.
Yeah, you can say anything you want. They're like, go girl, go.
It's past. I'm a bottom. It's way past that, isn't it?
It's so fucking nuts.
I believe
what did I just hear?
I've seen it all. I've seen it all.
It's very. It helps when you're you have to deal with some shit because you're only as sick as secrets and stuff like that. You are a comedy. Women hate being called legends. I always feel like, oh, you're a legend. Women are like, oh, don't call me that. But you are.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You are, and you are a comedy store. You're part of the crew that's been there for a while, that's seen the many ups and the many downs. And now we're in a really up place.
When did you get to the Comedy Store?
I think I got there. I can't even remember. I want to say I think it was, and don't judge, because I'm just a mere 32.
Even Steve Renazizi has been 32
Yeah, stop laughing, Sam. Botox, photofacial. But I think about 98 or 99. Someone asked me that the other day, and I actually couldn't remember.
I think I got there either around you or right after you.
Yeah, we were very close in proximity. And like I said, when I saw you for the first time, and I'm not shitting anybody here, there are certain people that I saw, and he was one of those people that inspired me to be better, to be higher energy, and more physical.
Speaking of vomit in the mouth.
Yeah, I know. Look at this haterade.
Yeah, I deal with this every day.
Who was the booker when you first went to the Comedy
God,
Store?
it was Corey, Princess Corey,
who was Freddie Soto's wife.
Wow.
Yeah, he passed away. That was crushing. And I've watched all these different bookers.
Then it was Duncan Trussell.
So that was before Duncan, right?
Yeah. Princess Corey, Duncan.
Right.
And then it went Tommy.
And Tommy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Adam.
Right.
And
who was before Corey?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Probably, right?
Mitzi was, but she always had somebody.
She always had somebody else.
Someone listing the names to her. And the problem was that she would go with all alphabetically. Yeah. So the first 10 lists were A's, all the A's, and then she'd get in the people she liked. It was a different time, dude. And I hold on to that old time that is what the store is. But maybe that was just a unique moment when we were getting so many spots because she liked us, and we would get a lot of spots. And now it's more limited because it's more of a business instead of this art colony it was before, which is fine.
Right.
Well, but do you remember the days, though, when Mitzi loved to put you in a theme show? She took me on. She wanted to have more women back up in the belly room because she said that's when the belly room wasn't as possessed, and there was a piece about it when all the women would perform in the belly room. So she brought all these women back to do a female show, and I was one of the people brought on. So I would be part of that, and then I'd be part of the Jew show. And that was like, hey, Mitzi, FYI, they don't love us that much anymore. But yeah, and then
Jew
weren't you put
Bring
in like the
that
Middle
back.
Eastern
I
show?
got brought in, but dude, that was my way in.
Yeah.
She goes, "Are you Syrian?" And like, I didn't
Yes,
know what
I
Syrian
am.
was at the time.
Yes, I am.
But I'm
It's
like, yeah, I'm
yours.
Syrian, dude. I fucking whatever it took to get in, dude. Whatever it
Yeah.
took to get in. And then, cause like when we got picked up, and you were
But
just
do you have
at-
any idea why she
before-
wanted to know if you were Syrian? Why Syrian?
Because she's putting together a Middle Eastern
Eastern
show.
show.
So she just looked at the map and she's like, all right, I need Jordan, Syria.
No, she had Persian. She had Persian, Palestinian.
She's
He was-
looking at the map like, oh,
He's
shit.
Palestinian.
It's like bingo. I gotta
You know
find a
what? You know
fucking
what she
Syrian.
didn't do?
I need a Syrian.
She didn't look at my face and go, "Are you Jewish?"
Right,
because
right.
it was there. It was
But
already.
you
there.
used to have the old
Jufro, is that what you're going to
Barbra
say?
Streisand haircut
Oh
too.
yeah. I used to wear my hair up
Papa?
a lot. Yeah, because people,
Papa?
when my hair was brown, and I thought maybe like coloring my hair red, maybe people would mistake me for Kathy Griffin. Then I realized she wasn't funny, so I had to like.
She's gone
go,
down an ugly
"Oh,
hole.
I know, poor Kathy.
Like she's doing something where she's like taking Donald Trump Jr.'s photos and like doing photo police on it. Like, oh, he's lying about this picture. Look, I
Yeah.
go, you need to find a hobby. You're a fucking police detective right now. Let it fucking
But
go.
she got hammered when she did what, with the Trump head. But I'll tell you something. When the people thought that she would go away, that there would never be this resurgence of her. Oh, I knew that the gays were always going to show up and pay big money to see her. And that's what's been going on. That woman can travel around the world, and so many other people could dislike her. But those queens, they're
Here's
going to be
my
there.
problem with her, is that she recently did a video in which she said, people are telling me I should just go back to the clubs. And she goes,
Oh, no.
what, do 10 minutes? I'm above that. I'm like, Rogan does that. Bill Burr does that.
She said
Mark
that?
Maron does that. Yeah, and I go, I'm done with you, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, no one's above that.
Ever. Dude, everybody does that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how
not
you-
everybody does it, but everyone should do it.
No, everybody who's a comic.
The best comics
Yeah.
do it, yeah.
Unless you're
David
even
Tell
Sebastian
does
does it now, and he's like top 10 and
Sure.
But how do you step aside? Like when you've been doing it for 187 years,
yeah.
like myself. I mean, where do you? Sure, you're doing this to get from point A to B, but I think at some point, like, how do you step away? Because that is your therapy. That is like your drug, and I would never know how to step away from the stage and stand up. That's your baby.
That's what it is, yeah. I think some people don't have that same connection to stand up. They're entertainers maybe more. There's such a spectrum of what we do, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's people now that just they find podcasting and it just resonates with them, But
No,
I
I
think
give
true
that too.
comics resonate
There are
with the
people
stage,
who use
that 10-minute set,
stand up as a thing to jump to
Yeah.
higher things like
acting or
acting.
hosting a
Then
TV
you don't
show.
see them doing stand up as much because
Yeah.
that wasn't their thing, and I have no problems with that
Yeah.
either. It's just
But don't bash it, because for some people it's the ultimate. It's the greatest thing.
I would never not want to jump up on a killer lineup if
Right.
I was super famous and be a part of that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like what's going on at the Comedy Store is an amazing time. I do feel like the Laugh Factory's having a little bit of resurgence, because they've cleaned up the lineups a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's going on at the fucking Improv. It's just that place used to be the shit.
Right.
And now it's just
very
like
corporate.
cold now.
It's very
corporate.
cold.
It's always
yeah.
been The Office, but it was like,
Yeah.
it was jumping. You're like, okay, going to the Improv, I got to represent.
Well, it always has to do with the comics that are on top. It always trickles down. I mean, comedy is truly the trickle-down economy, because, when you look at the comics that are on top right now, they're all at the
Yeah.
Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And the Comedy Store is accommodating them. It's like, hey,
But
Joey Diaz, come here and talk about whatever you want. I don't think.
But I
other
feel like the
clubs
Comedy
are-
Store is a little bit like the Lion's Den too, because this is the place where anything goes.
For
and
sure.
you can really work out your stuff. And I
Yeah.
don't necessarily feel that about
Right.
the Improv. I don't feel that about the Laugh Factory either.
Right.
I mean, I've seen people get punched in the face on stage. I have seen chairs. I'm just like, what's happening here? And And
women sitting on guys' faces.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Wasn't that
When
you,
did that
Sam?
happen?
Wasn't
Did
that
I
you?
miss that?
That was a different time.
Wasn't that you?
Was that me?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
Long time ago, back when Tripoli was a
Oh, I
savage.
pulled that one out.
It was a wild time. I'm going to be honest with you. I love how packed the Comedy Store is, but I also miss those when it was just like,
Grimy.
it was a private
Yeah.
club, and you would go up there and there'd be like 40 people in the crowd, and you would just be able to work your shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I created the dojo down the street, because there's no place to work it out.
Right.
You
Right.
go up there and fucking fail.
It's definitely not the same as it used to be, especially.
But it needs to be like it is right now to stay there. Because
Yeah, for sure.
people would buy that location
Yeah.
and knock that shit down.
And build
and-
condos.
Yeah.
Yep. Or a mall.
I think it's an exciting time though to see that because
100%.
for all the stages that we've watched with the Comedy Store, it still feels like an extreme honor to be standing there. And as far as women go in comedy, sure, tell me that there is this, resurgence of, or not even a resurgence, but that like
a surgeon.
yeah,
Yeah.
of
An
women.
original
You know what?
surgeons.
Women, we've been here a goddamn long time,
Yeah.
and I still believe it's a boys' club. But to be standing in the middle of it and just fighting through, and especially when you're someone like myself who's been doing it a long time, but maybe I'm, not a household name, and maybe 25 homosexuals can tell you my name, but we're all there. To like,
Probably at a bathhouse, right?
Oh, please, as who's fucking who? I have no idea. It's just like, Shawn Pelofsky too? Now take that fist out. I don't know, but that's how it works.
And it's never over. It's like, dude, our friend Vicky Barbalak, who's on like
America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, it's such an amazing thing
It
to
is.
watch, And I'm so happy for her because she's been grinding forever.
Yeah.
Was she even doing stand up for the longest time, or was she doing corporates or what?
She just wasn't at the LA store a lot, but she was doing that and running her traveling marriage business that she has with her husband Lou Brockman, who I call Pop Brockman because he's never not high. But he is always so high. But
I love Lou. He's the best.
Yeah,
Oh, he is.
Lou is
the
the best.
best.
I mean, it's like Lou is just high as a kite. Many times I thought Lou was just driving me from, somewhere, and we'd be in the car, and then I'd be like, how high are you? Right? Like, are you this high? You're driving me? But God bless him. I've been friends. Vicky has been one of my good friends for years, and it's actually a dream to sit there. I mean, it's torture to sit through those AGT shows.
Yeah.
I want to light myself on fire. And I thought if
indeed.
Vicky loses to a kit, like a cat
Right.
pushing a wheelbarrow, I'll fuck that cat up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, because she has put her foot to the ground and she's been in it. And I really believe, because of like the Me Too movement or whatever, I do believe that it is going to be the time. Was the perfect year for her to step forward.
And I'm going to be honest with you, that Roseanne Barr show doing as well as it did before the chaos does help her brand. Like, her brand is like the trailer park queen, right?
Right.
And she's a
Right.
big girl, and it's like that
Yeah.
helps. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck, this is what America likes. Oh, we got one right here.
Right,
Let's
right.
help it grow. And there's nothing wrong with that. Get it when you can.
No doubt.
Vicky had reached out to me and she was like, Shawn, what song should I come out for this next set? And I was like, do they have something about Jesus? Or something with Jesus. Jesus, take the
That's
wheel.
amazing.
Jesus, something, I love Jesus. And then I'm like, and she's like, no, I don't think that'll be. And I'm like, okay, how about some country music? Like Travis Tritt, Toby
Something
Keith.
America.
I was like,
Dolly Parton.
never,
Middle America.
Yeah, but I was just
Yeah.
like, go for Jesus.
Oh,
Just Jesus,
let's
take
give
the
them
wheel.
something to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Jesus.
just dropping. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was laughing because I was
Hilarious.
like, this is the plan, and just
Yeah.
play it through because.
It's gonna happen. It feels like it's really gonna happen.
No, I
because
believe it. I believe it.
that
She's-
America's Got Talent platform is
Dude, she
fucking
will be able
huge.
to headline
Theaters.
improv.
Theaters for sure.
And at the even where
Theaters.
she's at
Theaters.
right now,
She's gonna have a
is she's-
residency in Vegas, and Simon.
Oh, my
Cowell,
God, for sure.
He loves her more than anyone.
It's a wrap.
in the whole show.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I watched it personally, and I'm telling you, he loves her.
They're gonna give her. They're
She's
like,
gonna
I
sell
could give
out
her a
theaters.
sitcom.
Oh yeah,
give her
she could
I
get a
hope
sitcom.
so.
Yeah, that's a huge
Don't
platform.
forget me, Vicky Barbalak. I'm
Ding
exhausted. I'm so tired.
She's gonna, that platform is so big, and when you succeed on that level,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, 1,000 seat theater is nothing anymore. That's millions and millions of people liking
And
you.
if you treat people right, it will. I mean,
Fuck
look at
you,
Taylor.
Sam. What the fuck are you
Look at
talking
Taylor
about, you
Tomlinson.
idiot?
That guy still tours off that thing. Then you got
So
Preacher.
nice.
Preacher
whatever.
Lawson is totally crushing. He's like selling out theaters. He's on top of the world right now. He's a killer.
I wish I had that act
Love
that I
that
could
guy.
be like, more
Right,
lovable.
yeah, you don't have that act at all. You don't have that act at all. You're like, look at this guy in the front row. How many dicks are you sucking, you asshole?
Yeah, they called on me last year 3 times, and they were like, "Can you come out?" And I thought, "Oh my God!" The first they called me, and they're like, "We want you to be the insult comic," and I said,
America's Got Talent?
Yeah, and I said, "Okay." Whoa, rewind. Who am I insulting? And they said the judges.
Right.
And I said, now listen to me. And they said, well, you come recommend it. I said, now let me tell you what a roast is like. And my roasting style is definitely not PG.
Right.
And if I've got Heidi Klum in front of me, there's no way I'm not calling her a fucking Nazi.
Right.
So I don't know if this is really the apropos. And I know you're setting me up to fail.
Right.
And after being in this business 6,000 years,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not here to eat shit
Yeah.
in
Too
front
smart.
of America.
Yeah,
Yep,
nothing
too
wrong
smart.
with that.
Yeah.
Who replaced Stern on that show? Who took his place?
What's his face? Simon Cowell.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe-
I love America's Got Talent. None of them are American that are judging anybody, right? They're all
Oh my
like,
God, you're right.
they're all
Yeah, because
foreigners.
Howie's Canadian.
Howie Mandel's Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, oh, you're right. It is.
That's so
I never
funny.
even thought of that.
This
Foreigners
Hollywood
not
hates
talent.
Americans,
Yeah.
right?
Foreigners like American talent.
Yeah. It's. I wonder if you go to England, is it all Americans judging them and shit?
No, but isn't David Hasselhoff on? And he's. Was he American or? is
Yeah.
he-
Yeah,
he
he's
just-
American,
He
yeah.
just appeals to those jerks.
just
God
laid-
damn, he's American.
Yeah, the Germans
Yeah,
love
they
him.
do. That is weird. They do have American people. That's a really good observation.
Well, I mean, like, look at the most people doing the political commentary, late night shows.
Yeah, it's mostly like British people. And
It's all like
Well, it's 'cause
foreigners.
it's always clever with a little accent.
Yeah.
You know, like
The
oh,
only
that's not too
girl
bad.
who is an American just had her show canceled. Michelle
Michelle
Wolf.
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
can't believe they are.
Is
You really
Samantha
think-
Bee is not
No,
American?
still
she's
there?
Canadian.
Oh, she's Canadian? I didn't know that.
But I mean, do
That's
you think
wild.
that like the Michelle Wolf show got canceled because of like the political pressure?
When
who
you
can't-
go to the comments, people are just saying her stamp's funny. They didn't enjoy the show. I don't know. And
What network was it on?
Netflix.
Oh, weird. that
It's
they would
weird
cancel
when
something.
Netflix cancels a show.
Yeah, what do
because
they cancel?
They don't give you any of the ratings.
That's where didn't they cancel Joe McHale's show too?
I don't know if they did. Look it up.
How could that be? Like he's so good. I worked with him on Community. That guy was.
Why would
he was
Netflix
good.
cancel anything in a weird way? Because it's.
Well, I mean, they can't spend money.
They were both canceled. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to put
The
they have to
break
put
and-
money in him.
But they put out
Wow,
their whole
they
thing is
canceled
like.
Joe McHale's show.
Is that nuts?
Let's
I
get
heard
some
that
more
yesterday, and
comedians and cars.
Well, you know what else they canceled was what's her face's show.
could you be more specific?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
what's her face? Yes.
Well, obviously.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What's her face? Let me guess.
I
Chelsea
really-
Handler.
I
Who had
really
the big
loved her.
talk show
Chelsea
forever?
Handler.
Chelsea. Yeah,
I
they
guessed
canceled.
it. There you go.
Someone
What's
told me
her
that
face?
yesterday, and I didn't believe it. I just
Yeah, they
refused-
canceled after like one season.
I call her what's her face.
and
by
then
the
she
way.
tried to spin it like, oh, she's too busy. She can't do a show. It's like, what are you doing? You know?
Well,
Did you ever do her show?
I did Chelsea lately.
Yeah, she never would have me on.
Really?
Because supposedly there was a list of people that were never allowed on.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
And do you know who else was on the list?
I know why.
Well, yeah, we all know
Is
why.
it a good
but-
reason?
Oh, yeah. I did a joke about sleeping your way to the top in front of her and the boss she slept with at the fucking E channel fucking.
Oh my God! Where? On
Wait, and she
what?
wouldn't have you on?
Yeah.
Wait, why not? Wait.
And the award for terrorism
I like how
goes
you.
to
I like how you
Sam
didn't tell us
Tripoli.
that like right away. You know, you're like she's got some kind of beef
Dude,
with
she
me. I have
wouldn't have
no
me
idea
on.
why.
I love that he
know.
called her what's her face. Like meanwhile, he's like at her private party, just
But the
He
weirdest
pulls
thing,
out the
he's at
Polaroid.
a private
He
birthday
pulls out
party.
the Polaroid. He's like, you seen this Polaroid, huh?
Oh,
You recognize
God,
that
Sam.
cock?
The
Oh.
weirdest thing is that if you really look at how Chelsea lived her life and how I lived my life, we actually would have gotten along really
yeah,
well.
I'm surprised
We
you
had
two
a-
never were
you know
together.
What, you know what it is?
or-
Chelsea was the first of my friends that blew up that acted like she didn't know me, and that was the first time it had ever happened to me, and I didn't take it well. Now
Is it possible she didn't recognize you?
No, we used to be like cool. Every time we see each other at the comedy store, like, hey, what's up? And then this blow up happened, and she'd be like, didn't even know who the fuck I was. And like now I don't give a shit because I'm like, okay, like Tiffany Haddish doesn't return phone calls anymore. I expect her to do that, and then later on come back around. I see it happen all the time.
Yeah.
When they get really big, they're just focused on that.
Her phone's got to be blowing up.
Yeah, and then they always come back around. But I didn't know that at that time. And it was like, hey, what's up? And she'd act like she'd stare at me like she didn't even know. And I was like, okay, fuck you, bitch. Time to fucking set everything on fire.
Watch this. Happy birthday.
And of course, it probably cost myself hundreds of thousands of dollars.
There you go. There you go.
You know,
nice job, Sam.
But it's very interesting. They got rid of all the old E shows, that were on there.
Oh yeah, they did.
But we'll see if they. You think Queer Eye for the straight guy?
Well, that's
doing great.
Nowhere.
It's huge.
Yeah, but that was an E show, right? Or was it a regular NBC
Bravo,
show?
I think,
It was
right?
Bravo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that other gay channel.
So I mean,
that show's like culturally significant, you might say. It really, it's entered kind of the
you put a little weirdness on that. What are you talking about?
But you know, you know what I'm saying.
You're
you know
insulting your crowd.
You know what I mean.
It's on the news and shit. It's like you can't.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Where'd you shoot your special?
I shot it downtown at the East West Players Theater.
West Players Theater. Where's that?
It's on the corner of Shit and Rape-A-Jew. So it's a really fan. It was in like Koreatown.
How many seats?
A lot of Lakers jersey there.
About 500, and so we sat it twice.
Oh, you did 1,000 people.
Yeah, I did two tapings.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
Thanks.
1,000 people.
Yeah. I mean, you can't see in the special. There is a balcony, but you can't. The balcony's black because they had a.
They segregated the theater.
Yeah, they did.
Black people up to the balcony.
Blacks in the back. Gays in the front. Jews, you're too cheap to come in. But they had a crane from the balcony, so you couldn't see that. So you just kind of see the bottom floor. But yeah, they were great. It was very electric, and they were.
Did you do 2 in one night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
You got to, man.
I did 2 back to back in case something went wrong, because it's like shit or get off the pot.
Did anything go wrong?
Did you forget any jokes?
No.
I forgot one in both sets. I couldn't believe it.
Really?
Wow. That'll be in your next special.
Yeah.
I did not forget. Like in one, I mispronounced something, so we took it from the other.
Yeah.
But no,
That's why you did too.
I stayed in my element.
Which show was better for you? Were they both just really good?
I'm going to say the second. I mean, the first, the audiences were both great. They both were electric for both.
Now, do you think they were Shawn Pelofsky fans? Like, did you get 1,000 fans in there? Because when I did the Viper Room, I handpicked everybody in there. So I did 2 shows of 140 each, and I handpicked every person in there. And right before the show, I go, oh, this is going to be the easiest set I ever do in my life.
Yeah, that's smart.
And it just, from the start, it was like really, really laid back easy.
Yeah.
And then I got the adrenaline rush, and I know why people like putting out specials all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's this one moment where you're like, it's your birthday party.
Yeah,
almost.
you're shining. Yeah, it's your time to shine.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I had a lot of people fly in from different states. People flew in from different countries.
Oh, that's great.
Again, mostly gay men. But then there were a lot of, like, my audience is really kind of, I mean, it's half female too. So there were all types of people really there, younger and older, and it just I mean, I would say a lot of them were my fans, but a lot of people brought groups of people that hadn't seen me, and people, all types, artists, professionals, and it was,
Oh, welcome. Like we didn't have enough Jews on the show. Now we got one of the king of the Jews.
Jesus?
No, we have Ari Shaffir here online. Ari joining us in studio with her new special out. Our good friend Shawn Pelofsky.
Hey, Ari.
Sitting in for Tebow.
How are you?
Look that way. Look that way.
New special.
Thank you. Thank you. I know. I feel like we could have Shabbat services now.
Hey, Ari, how is your one-man show going?
It's great. It's great. It's fucking so fun out here. So much fucking booze and drugs.
Did you really do coke?
Yeah, way more than ever when I'm here.
Are you liking it?
What?
Are you
No,
liking?
I barely notice what it is. I take it when I watch UFCs when I have to stay up late. I'm like, yeah, you better give me some. I need another hour.
So how much
Probably-
coke do you have to do
probably
to get through that
hours.
nose? How much coke do you have to do? Because I feel like your coke has to use ways to find.
Do you want me to
fucking
answer that
nostril.
for you?
The actual answer, if you ask the people at that party, was the amount of coke I did was the exact amount was too much.
Too much. So what is coked out Ari like?
It's pretty much the same. Just like I don't feel it as much. I just get like less tired. I don't know. I don't get that like I can do anything. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, oh, I'm the king of the world. Like, I don't understand that. I'm
I
just
got
awake.
this new bit about Elon Musk's coke dealer that's killing. Like, because all he does is come up with coke ideas. Like he's a bad combination of coke guy who has coke problem and $1 billion.
Right.
Like that is a bad combination, man.
God.
So did you go out by yourself? Did you bring your girlfriend? What's going on with that?
No, she's got a job. I'm just here by myself. Fucking meeting some people. There's a few comics here from America.
Who's out there?
Jeff Baldinger, Singleton, Jackie Novak, Kate Berlant, Finnegan, Judah.
Oh, that Judah's out there?
Yeah, Jessica Michelle's
Just
out
here
there
for a
too.
few.
When you're doing your show, how often are shows? Meaning, can you go to your show and then you go pop into another show?
There are about 1,400 shows here going on.
Oh my
God.
God!
Where's your show, Ari?
What?
Where is your show?
My show is at a place where 18-year-olds drink until they puke till 5 a.m. called The Hive.
Oh, you. I
But
know.
up until 11, it just operates as a comedy club during the festival. It smells like puke. I love it. There's no cell phone reception. It's the best.
That's great.
Are you thinking about moving there now?
No, because it's only the festival's only here for a short amount of time, so you can't really do it like that. I just added a show for tomorrow. I'm gonna do my next year's hour. At a yurt, at a fucking tent somewhere.
So you're working your one man show. Are you going to shoot that ever?
Yeah, I'll shoot it when it's done.
What you're working on it? How far away from done is it?
There's still more shit I got to put in there. It's all about Jews. I still got to put about Israel and Palestine, and I got to put in about like Nebuchadnezzar moms or guilty moms. I got to put in like there's a bunch more shit I got to put in.
Wow, I hope that Hollywood really loves this story. It's gonna be so hard to
Can't see
sell.
Anyway, well, you know me, you know my people, you know what we do.
You should put out an ATC fucking special, seeing that might be the only place who will take it.
No, I'll go anywhere I want.
Is
as a
there
Jew.
is there anybody out there that you're like, dude, I just saw this guy, he's unbelievable?
Nice.
What is he doing?
I just popped a zip.
Oh, come
wrong?
on,
Come on.
dude.
Nasty bastard.
I love how your curls are coming out too. Your curls are. You're taking,
taking
a
a
shit.
shit.
It's Shawn Pelofsky, dude. She doesn't want to see your
God.
fucking giant
Wrong
hammer.
with you.
It's gonna be a problem for you guys. None of this is gonna be okay.
Hey, is it still bleeding out there, or has the air fixed it?
Oh, so here's what I figured out.
Oh, here we go.
I don't wipe it.
What? Okay. What?
The wiping was making the blood happen.
What do you don't
So
wipe
what I
with?
got-
Okay.
What do
here
you
we
do?
go.
Showers.
A bidet?
He showers.
A bidet?
Shit shower.
Shit shower.
Standing there.
So you shower now, and you just wipe the poop out.
Your ass is clean, but your
Let-
feet smell like
let
shit.
The water do its job.
There you go. Look how proud he
Water.
is. Look how proud he is.
You ever
God
catch
damn.
like a kernel
Like
in
a
the toes
scientist.
or anything, Ari?
A kernel in the toes.
Oh, my
Yeah, I'll get some corn down there. You know, you just stomp it down.
It happens.
Get
That's
some
so.
berries.
Dude, this is how most of the world does it, Ari. Congratulations. You know, you're.
Yeah, it hit me that I was not bleeding when I was in Southeast Asia. I was using those bum guns at all, and I think it might be the
What's
truth.
a bum gun?
What's a bum gun?
It's this gun you keep by the side, like you know when some of those sinks in kitchens have the thing you can pull out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought those were for
That's the point.
dishes. Those are
All
for
over
your
Southeast
ass?
Asia.
It's like you
And
can make a
just
club
turn
soda
over.
or clean your ass.
Yeah, just spray your fucking ass. It feels great when it's not too cold.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, most of the world doesn't use toilet paper, guys. Get with it.
Yeah, but most of the world doesn't eat butt either. So, you know, you just never know what you're walking into.
I don't know. I think
Speak
they
for
do.
yourself.
Speak for yourself. Ari, how much longer you got out there?
I have another week out here, and then I decide what I'm going to do. I was going to go to the Highlands for a little bit, but then I just somebody told me about Slovenia, so I might go to Slovenia for 10 days or so. I don't know. I'm going to fuck around.
Not like
for a
where
little bit.
vampires are at, Slovenia.
Yeah, that sounds shady as shit. That sounds
It was
where
Yugoslavia.
where they
Remember that 30 for 30 with Vladi fucking
Wait,
getting angry?
that's where Melania's from, right?
Yep.
Oh, I've been there.
Ooh.
It is beautiful. Slovenia. It is. Yeah, I even forgot I've been there.
like mountains
yeah,
and shit there?
It is
Right.
pretty.
What are you talking about?
Slovenia.
It's hilarious.
You'll like it. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm camping and fucking, I don't know. I've never heard of any of their cities, too.
Yeah.
Ari, the big fight
Yes,
is
sir.
this weekend. What are your thoughts?
Oh, okay. Well, you're talking about, have you guys been talking about it?
We
Does
talked.
Sean know what's going on?
We had Ralph Sutton in the first hour. We talked a little bit with him. Not
What did
really.
he
We
say?
didn't even talk that much.
No.
His theory is if it goes one round, it's going to be Luis Gomez. If it goes long, it's going to be Ryan O'Neal.
Okay, well, here's my prediction, and I'm worried about it because, I'm friends with both those guys.
Yes.
And so this was hard for me to say. I was obviously friends with O'Neal, earlier than I was with Gomez and for a longer period of time. But it's I think Lewis is going to die. So, I'm just I don't know. I don't think it's going to be fun for people who are friends with him. I think his dad's going to see him soon.
Oh my God! Oh my God! You're predicting
Everybody else-
death.
And then he froze.
Hello, Ari? Is that shit that
Yeah, there we
bad?
go.
Oh, there we go. Jeez, oh, dude, it's go. Are you there?
All right, we're back.
Okay, you're back. This is amazing that he's in Scotland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Edinburgh, Scotland.
And we're
yeah.
interviewing him in L.A.
It's incredible.
It is incredible.
It
We
is
live in
nice.
an
What are we,
amazing
billionaires? Are we billionaires? How's it working?
time. David Deery's here. He just did a book on all the door guys. Here,
Oh, yeah, I got a copy for you, Ari, when you get back.
These are pictures
All the
of
door-
all.
the Feng
all
Chao.
Yeah, Feng
that's
Chao on the cover.
Hilarious.
Steve Randolph, who just got married, to Chelsea.
My original idea is I wanted to get Ari and Bobby and Duncan I wanted to interview them and take photos of them as the old
Oh,
door
yeah.
guys. you
What
know?
about
I
me? I was
remember
a
that.
door
I didn't know
guy.
you were a door
Were
guy until the
you?
other
You were
day.
a door
See?
guy?
Yeah.
Who knew? He doesn't
One of
talk
my-
about it that
One
much.
of my favorite things to do was to be a door guy, sit everybody, go up on stage, and just annihilate. I used to love to do that.
How
love
often did that happen?
back
All
in the
right.
day? I used to annihilate all the time.
There we go.
Now I'm questionable.
Roast.
Now I'm questionable. All right, so what round do you pick death by?
Well, it depends how much O'Neal toys with him. I hope he does. And I've told him to be like, hey, man, when there's a death in a family, you can't just fuck around. It's
Jesus Christ! And we lost him again.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And we lost him. Should we just get
Maybe
rid of
he's
him?
on pause just wiping his ass
I
right
think
now.
maybe.
He doesn't wipe his ass.
He's
out.
a wiper.
I
He
don't think he's
wipes.
going to pause for that.
No,
That's
you would
true.
show us.
We lose you all the time in whatever bunker you're in. How would you describe the Scottish people?
Cheap.
How what?
How would you describe the Scottish people?
Cheap.
Oh, they're wonderful. They're gingy.
It's just all redheads.
It's a lot of redheads.
They drink a lot.
Yeah, they're okay. They're all right. They're fun people. They have a good sense of humor, but
Pale.
Are they
It's savvy, too.
unattractive?
Very
Are they unattractive or really attractive?
Very
Unattractive.
depends on.
Unattractive.
I mean, it's not as bad as Burmese people, but it's pretty bad.
Like as whites go, they're unattractive. Yeah, that's
Isn't
about
it
the
weird
word.
that the
white.
redhead women are gorgeous and the redhead guys are just nerd, unfuckable?
Yep.
I have a fear of redheaded men.
Why?
I don't want to be with Ralph Malph or Bozo the Clown, and it freaks me
What
out.
about,
the whole fire crotch thing. is
Princess
just-
Harry?
But redheaded women are gorgeous.
Prince Harry.
Mostly,
Sorry.
yeah.
Prince Harry. The key word is Prince.
Prince,
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
I would take that.
Oh,
that
and
would
by the
win.
way, can we all agree that his dad isn't Prince Charles? Can we all agree on that? Look at him. Look at the.
Yes.
And then there's that guy that was good friends with
Yeah.
the family.
Oh,
With
yeah, of course.
Diana.
By the way, all rich people are just cucks. All they do is just say fuck each other and they hope nobody gets pregnant.
Why not?
Right? They do.
Yeah, they never pull out too. They just hope it never
They're
happens.
like,
even though
oh
they
god,
pull out.
oh you're my husband's friend.
Ari,
So-
are you eating any deep fried food out there?
I'm getting some haggis. I had a deep fried Mars bar. I'm getting a lot of haggis.
Why? All they do is fry
nah.
shit.
How's the
Yeah,
deep
that'll
fried?
just be
How's
bad.
how's the deep
the
fried
haggis
Mars
I'm
bar?
putting out is a real bleed. Interestingly enough, Sean, you're like this. Scots are known as some of the cheapest people in the UK. So all the Jew jokes, they have the same jokes, but for Scots. They told me, some lady told me a joke. They were like, "How was the copper wire invented?" I'm like, "Okay, how?" And she goes, "Two Scots fighting for pence," and I'm like, "That's not the way I heard that one."
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Because when they were asking you, what are the Scottish people like? I said cheap, 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 because they're notoriously supposed to be the cheapest people around. So it makes us
Cheaper
look
than
like
who?
They
big
also
spenders.
their favorite drink is this soda called Iron Brew, and it is absolutely disgusting. Have you tried that, Ari? That orange soda they drink there?
Yeah, it's mostly plastic. I like some of the other cuisine, like pudding and haggis, but Iron Brew is like, oh, you guys are. It's an obese country. It's an obese country, and if you take out Glasgow, it's no longer an obese country. So Glasgow is like one of the fattest cities in the world.
Yeah.
Like if you had to compare it to an American city, what would it be?
Minnesota.
Like Kansas City, but like Kansas City on like in like the National Enquirer.
Oklahoma City or anywhere in Wisconsin?
Yeah, outside of Madison. Yeah.
Yeah, but except it's much older than any of those cities, so it's got this weird like history.
And has a massive heroin.
But white trash.
A
Yeah,
big heroin problem?
Oh, huge heroin. Train spotting is.
Yeah.
Pollution, bro. Pollution.
Do you understand like half the people you're talking to,
Do they
Ari?
say-
Because the
Only-
accent is so strong in Scotland.
Yeah, only with Edinburgh. If I had to talk to a guy from Edinburgh, it's fine, but Glasgow, I have to be like, can you repeat that?
You have to
And then say it again, like,
concentrate.
repeat that. And then eventually, I got to go, can you spell out the word you're trying to say?
And he's like, B-A-G. Do you want a bag, you fucking cunt?
Do you enjoy saying the word cunt with it, not everybody getting weirded out?
Yeah, I don't do it right. I'm like, oh, I can join in. My friend Daniel Sloss, he's a comic from Edinburgh. Ian Sterling is a comic from Edinburgh, and they were like, no, you can say it. You do it right. So I just go up to the girls. I'm like, hey, you fucking cunt. Quit being such a fucking cunt, bitch. They're like, no.
I will say, I wish we would adopt. They say instead of yes, they say I a lot. I wish that's the one thing I think we could take from their culture. It's pretty cool, like the pirate's eye, A-Y-E. That's cool, man.
Right.
I'm in on that. Do they say that a lot, right, Ari?
Yeah, but they don't say it with a lisp like you.
Oh, eat shit.
Eat what? I don't know that word the way you're saying it.
Fit.
Can you
Spell
spell
it.
that out?
Spell it for him.
S-blank-I-T? I don't.
Ari, are
you're
you
breaking
following
up.
the Yankees at all?
Yeah, fucking, they're gonna win 102 games this year, and they're gonna get the wild card.
Crazy.
It's crazy. They're gonna lose in the first round. They might have to play Houston in the first round.
Yeah,
And they're gonna
that's
lose
nuts.
to Houston or Oakland. They could beat Seattle, but Seattle ain't gonna get that wild card.
How good is Boston, though, man? Jesus Christ. It's like one of the best teams ever, right?
Yeah,
It's got to be.
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Dodgers fan, and our manager has just fucked our brains so much that we're just not clicking at all.
All those players.
Although the only time I watched the Red Sox this year was against the Phillies, and the Phillies split the series.
All right, you're a
so
Phillies guy. I'm a
they-
Braves guy.
They can't be that good.
It's in and out.
It's in and out. All right, Ari.
So are you about to take a shower, Ari?
Yeah, I'm gonna. And the longer I sit here, the worse it's gonna get.
Man, this has got to be the longest shit I've ever seen anybody take in my life. This is a 20-minute
Without a
shit.
newspaper.
Yeah. Well, Ari, go back to your shitting. We appreciate you calling in. And I just don't want
I'm
to.
excited. What time does the fight start in Vegas time? What time is the fight starting?
I don't know. I got to look it up. I think it starts around 7.
Hold on.
Probably
It's the
8.
biggest fight. We're not telling you what time it starts.
Me, Steve and ZZ are going out. Tebow was going to going to go out, but I guess he's
Going to
got
the fight?
Yeah, we're going to the fight. I got.
Oh, hell yes.
I'm excited, dude. I've done it before. Ari, remember when we were supposed to fight and you ducked me?
No, I don't remember that. I remember saying, I will fight you. Oh, now I cleared up my schedule. Let's do it. And you go, no, I have a gig. And then he said, no, don't worry. I'll pay you off that gig. Don't worry about it. And you go, no, I eventually want to play the Lower Tucson improv comedy club.
Do you ever go out and play the Laugh Factory in Reno?
Yes.
In Reno? I don't think so. I don't think I played.
You'd be perfect out there.
Reno? Is that
Notice
what you're
he's
sending me
changing the
at my
subject?
height of my
He's changing
career
the
to
subject,
fucking
Ari.
Reno?
He's a
Do you do
master.
Vegas at all? Do you ever do Vegas?
Yeah, I played Vegas.
Where'd you
Change
play?
that subject.
I do a
Change
lot
that
of like Las
subject.
Vegas. I did the fantasy show, so I was like the comedian that would appear.
If you ever want to do
the
the
only
week
one with
out
clothes
there,
on.
I could hook you up with my friends.
Good
Yeah.
time to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just book
Go
her.
on. Go on. What are we looking up? What time?
We're looking up when you're fighting Ari Shaffir. That's what I
Yeah.
want to look up.
Do you know I
Ari
used to?
fought Ari Shaffir, put him on his ass, and he had to tap.
I used to see Ari at the UFC fights. Remember that, Ari? When I would text you, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Are you in better seats?" Because he was with
You used to
Joe.
go to UFC fights?
Oh yeah, I had a boyfriend that introduced me to the UFC like 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, we saw. Was it? It was Forrest. It was Forrest and Rampage
Oh, that's
fight.
a great fight to go to.
And Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I love the
That's
UFC.
a good, really?
Yeah.
Are you still into it?
I haven't really watched much this year. You know, I watch like McGregor, and then I'll watch like
That fight's coming
I'll
up.
watch the women. So, but I always find.
Are you a
UFC
fan of female sports? Do you go to a lot of female sports?
I'm gonna be honest. No, no.
Do you not just like that? Is it just it doesn't interest you?
It's not that it doesn't interest me. It's just I was born Oklahoma, Sooner born, Sooner bred. So I was all football, and I'm more college football than probably anything. And now that I'm married to a Brazilian, now I'm like the real
Soccer.
football, soccer. Because,
Right, yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you follow like European soccer at all? Is that what he's into? Is it more Brazilian soccer?
I mean, I love the World Cup, but I think anytime that there is a soccer game and there's hot foreign guys running around, you can catch me watching that. But as far as like UFC goes, I really find UFC fights exciting. And I think
guys
it's
are
'cause-
shredded,
Yeah.
good looking, genetic
Well,
super freaks.
it's not even just that, because my grandpa Max used to take us to the World Wrestling Federation.
WWF?
And we used to just see the fights. My grandpa actually died, had a heart attack at one of the fights.
Oh man.
And so at least he died happy. But
yeah, dude.
yeah, that
It was like
the
Jimmy
thing.
Snuka was on top of the cage,
Yeah,
and
he was like, yeah, that was it. Give him the chair.
What a
but
way to
yeah,
go.
then the UFC just kind of represented that to me, and it's of course a little bit more real than.
Do you hear
know,
Dana
Just a
White
little
says
bit.
UFC is now worth $7 billion?
Wow.
It's fun to watch. It's a really cool sport. I mean, that Dana, he really
He knows that you gotta be
He was
ruthless. dude.
smart.
You gotta be ruthless.
Yeah, you got to be ruthless for sure.
Business at the highest level is ruthlessness.
Yeah.
Starts at 8 p.m.
Starts at 8 p.m. Ari, I don't know what time
8
you're.
p.m. Is all the fights or their fight?
It's impossible to know, really.
No, it's
Yeah.
all the
It's probably
fights
the
start at
full.
8.
It's probably the
Yeah.
full card.
Yeah.
You'll be up till
8 p.m.
6 in the morning.
Pacific time?
The
Yes.
event starts at 8 p.m. Desert time, whatever that is, mountain.
I gotta
whatever.
get a fucking room too. I might just Airbnb that shit.
4 a.m.
It's gonna be-
Start at 4 a.m. This is
get-
Saturday
You
night,
know, it
right?
sounds like someone's
Yeah.
doing cocaine that night, huh? Sounds like it's a coke night for Ari. Hit your friends up. Hey, bloody fucking hang around, you cunt. Give me some fucking note.
Freedom.
It's like, can you spell that? C-O-K-E.
Cock.
You did Edinburgh before, right?
Yeah, I did it.
How'd
Yeah.
it go? Did you kill?
I had fun. It's great. You do so many spots. You do like 5 spots a night. You do an hour. You meet all kinds of crazy comics. You like Stuart Lee's like walking down the street. It's wild. Yeah.
I love it.
He's never-
Ari was out there when I was out there. We did Ro Campbell's show together. You know that? Remember that dude? You know
Ari,
that
do
dude?
you do it every year?
Coke night.
Coke night.
I think he's frozen.
I love it. Did you see
No, it's
Ronda
the best.
Rousey won the WWE
Yeah,
championship?
I
Now,
did.
do you follow that at all? Do you you can make bets on pro wrestling, which I find
That's insane.
crazy to
How
me.
is that possible?
I don't know. And I
That
don't
is
know.
so weird.
Yeah, because it's
They were
rigged.
doing I listen to the I
Oh
listen
my
to sports
God.
radio.
Are you serious?
And they're doing overs and unders. They're doing he's a favorite at minus 457.
What if you were friends with the people who worked for the WWE?
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
just print money. That
I'm
makes no
sure-
sense.
Right.
I'm sure though they limit the amount of money you could spend.
Yeah,
making a bet.
because they must know what if they know who wins and you're like, yeah, I'd like to put a bunch of money on this fight, and they're like,
It's-
nah, because they know who's gonna win.
How long have they been able to bet on
That's
something
wild.
like that?
That's
It
wild.
is
to me.
crazy, dude. It
That's
is crazy.
that is weird to me. That's just that's strange.
I love pro. I like the old wrestling more, where guys came out with dad bods. Right? You're like Sergeant Slaughter's hungover as fuck.
Yeah, they were drunk and on drugs. Yeah, they were fucking
Now
wasted.
these guys come out and they're just got white nipples from shooting fucking roids the whole time, and everything's too shiny. And you're like, are you guys gonna fight or fuck?
But
what are we
sports
doing
are the
here? Let's
same.
just-
Like basketball back in the day, where dudes were kind of slumpy a little bit, and they were like smoking cigarettes in the locker
Ain't
room
doing
after
that.
the game and shit.
Okay. Have you guys been? Do you follow any college basketball, or is it just college football for you?
I follow college basketball.
Have you seen this kid named Zion Williams that they've been talking about that
Williamson.
Johnny can't stand?
Williamson.
Okay, Zion Williamson. He's 6'6", 285, and he can fucking fly. And it's the most unbelievable thing to watch, and Johnny hates him. But
I don't hate him.
Who is he playing for?
I think he's
Duke.
got bad judgment because he went to
Duke,
Duke.
you said?
yeah, I hate Duke.
I don't like Duke.
I'm a
either.
UNLV
Fuck
guy.
Duke.
Do you have a
Oh.
college basketball team?
Syracuse.
Really?
Yeah, I used to live there when I was a kid. I don't know. It just
I didn't know
stuck
you were
with
from
me.
Syracuse.
I'm not from there. I lived there for 1 year when I was like 6 years old.
I can't believe you were there.
And
from there.
I don't know, the power of college basketball in a college basketball town is so strong that I was just like, oh,
That's
technically
the
I
sport.
should.
Yeah.
I grew up in Philadelphia, so I love Villanova, but somehow I'm just connected to Syracuse because that 1 year that I was there. I don't know.
Oh,
Don't care
the
that much about
Sooners,
college sports though.
Yeah.
They're a powerhouse. They're always in on it.
I hope so. You know,
ever go fly back for games?
No, I haven't. I mean, we used to just pack up the station wagon and go to every football Sooner game. My father was one of the doctors for when Barry Switzer was coach. So
Oh,
we had,
way.
yeah.
we had great seats.
Holy
and
shit.
I met
That was a
Barry.
great era,
Yeah, no,
too.
it was. And so, I haven't been back. I mean, and then I went to college at USC, so that's really
Oh,
where,
you were a Trojan,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
What made you not go to Oklahoma?
It was in fucking Oklahoma,
okay.
Sam.
So you got into USC, which is really hard to do.
But Oklahoma's got a
What
great
did you
beat.
get
It
in
is
for?
hard now to get into USC. The time I went to USC, I think you had to. I mean, I had great grades. I was cum laude. I was an honor student, and I was outgoing, and blah blah blah. But I think what it really took was money. And now it's not that way at all. They're really hard to get, but they've had such a fucked up year. That the past 2 years, there's so many scandals that are going on with
In USC?
Oh yeah,
dude. They had this one guy that raised money, and he was just smoking meth and banging.
That was the dean of medicine.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, USC Keck School.
He would throw these sex parties, and he'd just do meth and just bang co-eds. But here's the thing. He got his job done. He raised more money than anyone's ever done before.
Yeah.
And it's just at some point, you got to be
Crazy.
it's not really hurting his job.
He's raised more money.
He's
More
functional.
hookers.
Yeah.
Yay.
When are we going to let people do, it's always the
Right.
bad drug addicts that
Right.
ruin the drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
It's dude, this guy's functional. He's killing it.
Yeah.
He's raised more money for USC than anyone
Yeah.
ever in the history of USC.
He's
and you're
gone
getting rid
now.
of him because he can't stop smoking
Because he's
meth.
fucking a bunch of
Yeah.
co-eds. Big
Yeah.
deal.
Well, I
He was
mean,
like
They're
the
adults.
Rob Ford Dean of Medicine.
yeah.
Wow.
And listen, dude. What about that guy Ohio State that all these
Oh, the
players are
coach
coming
that-
out.
yeah.
They're like, oh, he was fucking molesting us. You're 18 years old. You're a college student. That's not molestation. That's gay sex, dude. He was jerking you off.
Yeah.
And people said they saw him witness, jerk this guy off for 10 minutes. That's not rape.
That's a long time.
That's a hard hand job right
Oh.
there. Right? I mean,
That's an
Could have
uncomfortable
tickled the
date.
taint a little more.
Yeah.
It would have happened sooner.
These guys are all coming out yeah, he touched me. You were 18, 19 years old.
But was this wasn't the coach himself. The coach knew.
No, it was
He was
the
an
medical
assistant.
trainer.
He was an assistant coach. Yeah, like a medical
but the coach
trainer.
knew about it and said nothing. Wasn't it that, or was it
something like that.
That's who's in.
It's
hot
all kind of
water.
like up in
Yeah,
the air.
but dude, at the end of the day, it was adult men being jerked off by an adult guy.
But he was a doctor, wasn't he? Like saying stuff like cough. And then they're like, I don't remember this part of the
And then
hernia.
soft music started to play. Why do birds?
Like, wait, what am I supposed to still cough? It's like, yeah. And that's why he jerked him off for 10 minutes because the guy was confused. He's like, I want to come, but I don't. There's a doctor's office.
God.
But
Then
the
he's
Michigan
thinking about
State
baseball.
shit,
He's
that's
like-
disgusting. Obviously, and the Penn State stuff, disgusting.
Boy, there's a
Well,
Michigan
look,
State
also
one,
look
too.
at Larry, the doctor with all the gymnasts.
Yeah, that was Michigan State.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
that, did
that
you say
one.
Michigan? Sorry, I thought I
a
heard
lot
Penn.
of high school students.
Yeah, it's just like, and just when everyone's like, shh, shut up.
1,000 priests.
Yeah, well,
1,000 priests?
I'm the only one who talks about that shit in Hollywood being pretty bad right now. And I get people like Skylar Stone go, dude, you don't really believe all of this, right? I'm like, it's literally happened everywhere else.
Of course.
Why wouldn't it happen here?
Yeah.
When there's money and power.
It 100%
and access.
happens. Yeah, of course.
Why wouldn't you? Just because you have kids, you don't want to believe that monsters
Oh no,
exist.
that stuff happens.
Of course.
Did you ever see what
The
was
Nickelodeon.
it like that?
There was like a Nickelodeon
Oh,
guy.
dude, that guy's the worst. Dan Schneider, dude.
I don't know his name,
His
but yeah.
logo for his company was a foot. He had a foot fetish. And he would like lick these kids' feet.
Gross.
But that's not really that bad.
weird.
Licking feet,
Jamie
that's-
Lynn Spears
Just kidding,
quit
Ted.
the show suddenly because she's pregnant. They think that kid is his.
Oh.
Dude, there's so many
Gross.
things going on right
How about
now.
the
Did you ever
Eagles?
see-
How about
but
the
did you
Philadelphia
ever
Eagles
see,
this year?
Was
Huh?
it
They're
like
gonna
the
be good.
documentary? Like Courtney
Open
Cronin had said it was with like
Open
Corey.
Secret.
Is it Corey Haim or
Corey
Corey
Feldman, right?
Feldman.
Corey
And they
Feldman.
Charlie
talked about
Sheen is one of the biggest scumbags on the planet.
he's part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
fucking
he's-
basically butt raped that whichever
Allegedly.
Corey's not alive.
Allegedly.
And yeah, man, it's like not good.
There's a lot of there's like with those child actors, like, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
you
weird
just
shit
hear
that's
all these
going
young
on. Like,
boys.
yeah.
And we
used to make
Whether it's
fun
like
of
the
them.
directors or the producers or the other actors on the shows. That's
Yeah.
what it's. Sometimes it's the actor on the show, and it's just a.
It's a vicious cycle, and we used to laugh at these childhood stars like, "Oh, he's gonna have a drug problem." Well,
Oh,
the
he's
reason
gonna
they
be
get
fucked
drunk-
up. He's
the
gonna be
reason is
fucked
Or he's
because
up.
they've
just
been
gonna
through
die
trauma.
early. Yeah.
But
That's
what about? I mean, Steven Spielberg allegedly is like a really bad one, and look at the
I've
girl.
never heard that.
Yes.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
Have
and,
you seen this video of this guy in traffic who's sucking his wife's feet?
And then they got
Rex
rid-
Ryan is a big foot fetish guy.
Where did that come
I
from?
don't know. We're like,
It's just you were talking about foot fetish.
Ari, what is he? What
Oh,
What are you
God.
doing, Ari?
Look at this dude.
Is he
Look at
jerking
him
off?
going to
What are
town
you
on his
doing?
wife's
Are
foot
you
in
jerking
traffic.
off?
But you know what's so funny, dude? It's like
He's driving. Look. It's amazing.
love
Like,
him,
really
dude.
going
God,
for it.
yay
What's
for
wrong?
him.
And he's driving
what's
a car.
wrong
You
with
know what, dude?
everybody?
He's
What
not.
is
He's stopped.
wrong with everybody?
But if your
in this
husband
world?
wanted to lick your
Men
feet, you'd want
are
that.
fucking
It's
pigs.
love.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
the dirtiest.
Yes,
Listen
we are.
here.
She gave that foot.
That what?
She gave him that foot.
She gave that.
I
It's not even
understand
grabbed
it. Listen,
It was consensual.
I'm a dirt ball. I am dirty. Okay, and
Nothing
I'm
compared
I
open
love
to
how
us,
women's
body.
dirtiness is nothing.
It's
compared
nothing compared
it's
to
like
us.
Disney compared
Yeah.
to
It
what guys
is not
do.
Disney.
Nothing.
No, don't look that way.
No.
Don't look that
Disney.
way, Sean. I tried to stop it.
Disney.
I tried
Listen.
to stop it.
Listen, look how red his asshole is. Listen, when I say dirty, Sam, and I know that you can put me into.
Trim those
You can put
pubes.
me with like women saying our version is Disney.
Yeah.
But again, look at the company that I keep.
Right.
I hang around a bunch of gay men.
Yeah.
So like
They
I'm
give
not,
you a list of things to try.
Listen, I'm not short of like knowing things and trying things. So but I'm just
Oh
saying.
God.
Oh my God. Why,
wrong?
dude?
Hey,
What's
Ari,
wrong with
hey,
you, Ari?
We
Hey.
have a friend
I-
in
Ari.
studio. Turn it off.
It's like I don't want to look that way,
Ari,
but I want to
you're
look
grounded.
that way.
I can't unsee that, Ari, you son of a bitch.
Hey, Ari, quick question. Ryan from Tinfoil Hat wants to know if you received mushrooms like you solicited. Was that a successful operation?
I did. And it all dispersed.
Oh, Ari, everybody says your episode on conspiracies was completely wrong. I just want to let you know.
Well, you know about that, Sam. Everyone says every episode about conspiracies is wrong.
That's when you know you're right. That's
Point
great.
Ari
No,
Shaffir.
it's like, oh, you make good points. We all agree with you now.
Point Ari.
And Ryan also says that Mickey Gall predicted that Lewis will win the fight because he's crazy.
Yeah, but see,
Interesting.
that's more everybody thinking ethnics are crazier than white people. There are some white trash people, in particular from Indiana, where he's from. Like, he is like, that guy has a constant banjo playing the back of his head all the fucking time. White
Generations of
trash like
inbreeding.
that lives to fight ethnic people. Like, they live for that shit, dude, you know? So it's like, I think Lewis is, I told Lewis, I go, your best bet is to get this guy on the ground.
You think Bobby Knight's the only Hoosier who can choke people?
Yeah, right,
Ryan
for
O'Neal
sure.
can choke.
So wait, is it? Oh, it's UFC. It's not boxing.
Well, because, again, Ari made this happen because he wanted to be MMA rules, and now these guys are doing MMA, and it's like, I just hope nobody gets hurt. That's my.
You really feel like that's gonna happen?
Dude, these guys are both talking about killing each, like going in and like wailing on each other.
Dude, I mean,
they do have a referee though, right? So
They do. They do.
You hope.
is this going to be on? Is it going to be
Yeah.
Yeah,
streamed?
pay-per-view.
You think
Pay-per-view.
You think Lewis is juicing?
Maybe.
No, he's fucking eating nachos. Listen, before I go, I just want to say Shroomfest is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Everybody get your mushrooms and
This
do
month?
it. Join me in
This
the
week?
other side of the
Oh,
galaxy.
dude.
This week?
Yeah, okay.
Sam, that was like that was a big reaction. Look, that's a
I'm
creepy
sober.
look. Look at that look.
Guys, what a great show we had today. Sean, tell us again
Oh,
about where.
congratulations on your special. That's really cool.
Thank you, Ari, and thank you for showing me your asshole. I appreciate it.
Now, look at
That's
that's
not mine,
baptism.
that's Schroeder.
You
Hold
are a
on. I
punch-
tried to get a look at the package. You know what I mean? I'm a
Oh,
size
he'll show
queen.
it to you. Can you show her your
Turn around again, Ari. Let me just hold on.
It's weird because he doesn't.
Don't
look like
give me
certain-
your balls.
Trim those.
It's all
cubes.
balls.
It's okay. It
It's
really
all
is.
balls.
That's a lot of balls, Ari. What do you do
Fuck
about
you.
that?
Fuck all you. I can't recognize game.
Look at that. All
It's
right,
like a third leg of balls.
Let's give it up for Aaron. What did you think of Ari showing his butthole to everybody? Will there be another sexual harassment meeting going on?
No, I was able to cut away from it.
Was that a red light or a green light? What was that?
It's hard red light. Yeah.
Sean, one more time. Tell them where they can find the
you
special, the
can-
name, and where they can find
Yeah,
it.
you can find my special. It's called Stretch It Out. And you can get it on Amazon, iTunes, On Demand, Google Play, Xbox if you're 12, or you guys. And
You are a great comic, and I'm telling you, whatever it costs to
Thank you,
watch
Sammy.
this is well worth
Yeah.
it. It's not that crap that we're seeing put
nope,
out right
it's
now.
edgy, it's fun, anything goes. You'll
listen,
have a good time.
She's Comedy Store fucking through and through.
Aw.
Red and black in her blood. She's done it for as long as the greats have done it. Ari's been there. Brett Ernst, Maz Jobrani, Sebastian. She's been in the mix there forever. You know, if you've been Comedy Store old school back in the day, that you got to be a fucking monster to have survived. And she's still there grinding with all of us. So it's well worth the money to go buy this album. She is a killer. You could throw her in any lineup and she would fucking bang it out. Would follow anybody. So you're awesome, and I appreciate you coming on
Thank
our
you,
show.
Sammy. Love you, Sam.
David, you're great too. Thanks for coming on. Johnny, you tried. Guys,
Thank
we'll
you,
see
boys.
next week. Bye, everybody.